Hello, Harry Green, Equi, Elfie55, and all my other viewers. Welcome to another stream. Thank you for redeeming your flowers of the day. Keep growing those gardens. We might be in for a slightly quieter stream than usual since many of my viewers are Scrabble fans, and there's a big Scrabble tournament going on at the moment, which they're all going to be watching. Just in case there are any Scrabble fans in chat who aren't aware that the Crescent City Cup is currently being live streamed on Austin's channel, I will just go ahead and do a very quick shout out. Lots of Scrabble content to be found over in that direction. Meanwhile here, we have a viewer request today. So I have a channel point redemption where anybody can suggest a game for me for the low price of 10,000 channel points. I will play pretty much anything within reason. And Equi has suggested this game called Roll. It is, I guess, a puzzle game. Maybe it's... People have compared it to like Cookie Clicker and that sort of incremental game, I guess, but it's not infinite. It does have an end to it, I think. It's a game about rolling dice. Let me see if I can get the game up. There we go. Not sure where the best place for my face cam and chat are just yet. I'll figure that out in a moment. Hello, Ren. Welcome in. Hope you are having a good evening. So yes, I know nothing really about this game other than sort of what it's basically about. But I did have a look at the high score leaderboard just now, and there's not many games out there where the top score is expressed in scientific notation. But yeah, the high score is 4.8 times 10 to the 59. And there's also a quick mode where the top score is only 10 to the 55. And then there's also a weekly. So I haven't actually looked at the rules of the weekly mode yet, but it looks like lower scores are better because the score is getting lower as you go up, and somebody appears to have managed to score minus 10 million. So no idea what's going on there. Hello to X-Ray Dev. So based on what Equi is saying, am I right in thinking that you're the developer of this game? In which case, hello, I'm honoured to have you here. I don't think I've had a developer of a game on one of my streams before. And yeah, this game was recommended to me by Equi. I have a feature on my stream where my viewers can suggest a game in exchange for ample quantities of channel points. There is sound in this game, I promise. I just haven't done it yet because I'm a highly professional streamer. There we go. Sound. Oops. Not that one. That one. Let me get that music at a reasonable background level. Anyone let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, too sideways. That seems good, I think. So let's get started. So I saw, there looks like there's 3 modes: classic, quick, and weekly. I'm going to start with the classic mode, and depending on how much time we have in the stream, I might progress to one of the other modes. Indeed, Ren, I should have said that really. I mean, I made a pun in the stream title, so give me some credit. But yes, okay, so 2,500 rolls to reach the highest score possible. Okay. So my guess is, would you like to try to... Okay, we will do the tutorial because I'm not aware of how this works. Okay, that is a very large dice, or die. I should use die for the singular, I suppose, if we're going to be playing a game about them. Click me to make me go away. Well, I can also just click. I rolled a 6. Let me move my face cam to the bottom because that seems like a less intrusive position for this game. There we go. Yeah, because there's a score in the corner, which is probably quite important to see. So I can keep clicking and I can keep rolling. Okay. And this, yeah, so top right number is how many rolls I have left. Top left number is how many points I've scored. Every time you roll your dice, you will spend one of your goals. Yeah, okay. And I'm guessing at some point I get to have more dice or something more interesting happens. Okay, yeah, don't stop. Try to reach under the 70 points by continuing to roll. I think I can probably manage that. Hello, LT Bago. Welcome to the stream. We are doing Equi's viewer request as planned. You can afford an upgrade. Press tab or click the dot next to your point back. Okay, so this dot here, or tab, opens a shop. Okay, and here we decide to do fancy things with our dice. From here you can pay the cost listed under an upgrade in order to get its effect. Hover over something to read a description. Okay, right, okay, so try purchasing all the upgrades above by clicking it. Some of these are quite sophisticated and some of them are very simple. This literally just adds 1 to the side of the dice. That adds 5. So it costs more, but it seems like you get more value for money. I'm sure if you were sufficiently motivated, you could do a calculation of like what is the expected value of each of these upgrades statistically versus their cost. I'm not going to do that. Will that go away? Okay, yeah. So what does reroll actually do? Additional reroll of the dice would not decrease the roll counter. Rerolls can only be treated on the initial roll of the die, not during subsequent rerolls. As reroll will be affected by the dice, which is not already being rolled. Okay, that sounds more interesting than the other things. What is this? Oh, that's re-roll, I guess. Re-roll the shop, which I can do for free 5 times. Okay, that's to help me afford expensive things. Oh, this is nice. This is like a plan of the dice. Okay, yeah, so when I start modifying faces of the dice, I'm going to have to pay attention to what I've actually got. And this is... Oh, I'm guessing this is like a dictionary of all the possible upgrades I can have. We'll get to those when we get to them. Yeah, this sounds more interesting. Let's... You want to re-roll the 6, presumably, to get another 6, rather than... I don't know if it... Does it re-roll the dice and get a different result? I guess it does. We'll find out how it works. Select your next upgrade. Click the next upgrade you'd like to purchase, even if you can't afford it. Doing so will flag the upgrade and you'll be automatically returned to the shop when you have enough points to purchase it. Okay, so I could say, well, I want this next. Yeah, and then swipe to the left or right with your mouse. You can also use the corresponding buttons. Yeah, okay. Continue on at your own pace. Keep rolling to gain points and keep buying more upgrades. Don't break the spray. It takes one experiment. Okay. Right, I see. So my face cam is actually still in a bad position because lots of helpful text shows up on the other side. So let's put me here instead. And then when I hover over the dice, it actually tells me what happened each time. So I rolled a 6, but there was, because that re-roller was attached, it rolled again and got a 4, and so it was a 10 total. Yeah, okay. I understand. Let's get rid of that message. So it should send me back to the shop automatically when I get to 170, I think it was. We're a long way from 10 to the power of 59, I have to say, but I'm sure we'll get there. Yes, straight back to the shop. Don't get too caught up in the weeds of expected value or optimal play. There's also depth to uncover and you won't have the best when you're first trying it. Yes, no, I absolutely understand that, and thank you for clarifying. I was looking at all these stats and all these numbers and thinking, if somebody really wanted to go in and optimize this, they could, and I'm sure there's a certain type of person that appeals to. And presumably the guy in first place on the leaderboard has done that. Was figured out whatever optimal strategy. So this is going to add 5 to a face. I guess I'll add 5 to the 1, making it a 6. So now I can throw a 6 two ways. This item locked. To unlock this slot, upgrade the shop to level 2. Okay. So in order to have things other than these, I need to get 480 points to unlock the shop. And this is... Okay, if it says 0 under it, that means I've already bought it and I can't buy it anymore. It doesn't mean it's free. That's good. Okay, I don't think these are really necessarily worth it. I might just save up to get the shop upgrade then. Let's go back and do some more walling. Yes, I'm going to be getting a lot more 6s now. But yeah, I guess the idea is at the start of the game you're burning through your rolls quite fast, but then towards the end you're going to be scoring, I guess, millions, billions of points per roll. Did you know you can change the roll speed? Yeah, well this is okay for now. If it's going too slow, I'll speed it up later. 480, okay. So I can click this unlock shop level 2. Oh, okay. I assume that was just upgrading the shop, but it's also given me 2 dice, I think. Yes. Right, okay. Oh, right, yeah, sorry. Unlock higher quality upgrades and gain an additional die. I should have read that part. So if I go here, right, if I go here, I've got 2 dice. But so the new one that I just unlocked is a normal standard one. It doesn't... The upgraded face here doesn't transfer over. I just get a completely new plain dice. This one still has its reroll attached. That's this little symbol in the corner. I now have an additional free reroll. Let me do one of these just to see what it does. Okay, right, so you access to the second shelf. After this purchase, it will replace faces on your dice as opposed to items on the first shelf, which modify. Okay, so these modify existing dice faces. These are just completely new ones. So this is this is roller 15. This is where we start to depart from the realms of what normal dice do. And this is, yeah, add 6 and so on. So upgrading the shop gave me a second row of upgrades. But I didn't actually get them until I did a refresh, which makes sense, because maybe you still wanted something up here. Hello, Lady L, welcome in. We are playing a viewer request today, this game called Roll, requested by Equi, and there's also the developer of the game in chat, X-Ray Dev, is that how you pronounce it? Here's my blurb about the game, which I've shamelessly stolen off of Steam. So, yeah, what do these do? Oh, 3 times. Right, so that rolls it 3 times. Oh, the locked die cannot be modified and have no value for 400 rolls. After 400 rolls, it becomes unlocked and duplicate itself. Okay, we might not do that just yet. Adjacency multiplier. This is worth 5 times the sum of all adjacent numeric dice faces. Only rerolls. A reroll which can gain value from dice rerolled. Yeah, okay. That's just 4 times the largest number. Okay, so like if I rolled a 6 on this one and I put it on this one, it would be worth 24, I guess. 2 times adjacency reroll. Oh, adjacency reroll adjacency multiplier. And a 15. Okay, these confuse me. I'm going to put the 15 up first, and then I'm going to come back and read those again. Because it won't take me long to save up for 15. Now I've got 2 dice. There we go. And we'll replace the 1, I guess. Okay, it doesn't actually draw 15 individual pips, it just puts the number 15, which I suppose makes sense. I'm guessing these numbers can be quite big. Hello, Marzi Peony. Welcome in, and thank you for starting off your flower your flower garden with Herb Robert. Yes, I spoke to you in I think it was Tea with Jade's stream the other day. I'm so glad you decided to drop by. Let me do a quick shout out to Tea with Jade. Anybody looking for some cozy vibes in their streams? That's definitely somewhere you should be going. Yes, I think this is the first time you've come here, so welcome. And you wasted no time in finding my daily. A lot of streams I find have these daily redeems where you do the channel points every time, and it tells you, oh, you've done it 6 times or whatever. I tried to make mine a bit more sophisticated than that. It doesn't just say, oh, this person has got a flower 6 times. It actually keeps track of which flowers you've got and will give you a new one each time. And you can do this to view your flower garden and which flowers you have. I'm glad to hear you like my emotes, and yes. You're familiar with Luna. You probably recognised her art style immediately. They are incredibly cute, and I am much indebted to Mushloon for making them. I've just yesterday had this new Wiggle animated emote, which was is rapidly becoming my favourite. Anyway, welcome in, and welcome also Dustin, dude. Insert roll emote here. Yeah, I don't have a dice roll emote. I do subscribe to Rooney, who has one, but it's a D20, so it doesn't really work for this game. This game seems to be based around 6-sided dice, at least at the moment. Having said that, they're not normal 6-sided dice. I am about to roll a 15. I should think what I want next. This is presumably good because it's expensive. That also seems pretty good. Let's go for the expensive thing. I don't know how many rolls that's going to take, but we'll find out. Oh, Loon made your emotes, Marzi. Okay, I did not realise that, but yes, now that you show them, yes. Those are definitely Loon's style, and they're so cute. Oh my god, hang on, I'm going to stop a minute so I can just click on one of these emotes and look at it bigger. Oh. Okay. I also, for some reason, haven't followed you yet, so let me just very quickly do that. But yes, I can recommend Loon for emotes wholeheartedly. She also made my banner, offline screen, badges, etc, etc. Pretty much all the art on my stream. Right, how much did this cost again? It was like 2,000 something. We rolled a 15. I did see that there then. Yes, she shared it in the Discord a few times as well. I quickly switch to it. I'll switch back. This is apart from the rotating flower in the corner. This is the screen that Loon made for me, and it's. I have some talents, but art is not one of them. So I'm very glad that I came across Loon in Shania's. I think it was Shania's stream where I met Loon the first time. It was definitely fortuitous that I happened to find her when I did. Right, I'm going to get this, whatever it is. And it's worth the 5 times the sum of all adjacent faces. So I probably want to put it adjacent to this 15. And I guess I've got to sort of visualise when this is folded up. This will be next to the 6 and the 5 and the 15 and the 2. So I'll put it there. Okay. What do I want next? Get one of these next. Largest rolled numeric face. So I can't go. This is now worth 4 times whatever huge number I rolled on that. Okay, that makes sense. Adjacent dice will be rolled. Let's get this next. I'll get one of each type of thing just to see how they work. Sorry, I missed a bunch of chat there. Marzi says, big same lucky to have found some artistic talent. I can't do any of it out. Yeah, I can do basic like graphic design stuff, but not art. Adjacent. Oh, hang on, I misread that, did I? Adjacent die, not adjacent faces. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, it would be best on the centre die. Okay, yes, but I don't really have a centre die at the moment because one's on the left and one's on the right. But yeah, I guess at some point I'm going to get more. Do you have the option to undo if you like? Okay. So adjacent numeric die faces. Yeah, the 4 dice directly above, below, to the left, and to the right of the target die. Okay. So yeah, so if you roll that and the 15 becomes worth 75. Yeah, I understand. So I want to have it on the dice that isn't the 15. That makes sense. And I want to have it on the one that's going to. I don't know which one's going to be in the centre, but I'll put it on that one for now. As the dev was saying, we need to experiment and find out how the game works. And then I will have that one next time. Okay. There we are. That didn't take long. So yeah, I scored 75 for that roll because I got 15 times 5. That makes sense. Marzipione is going to be lurky for a bit, but you're popping back soon. No problem. Glad you enjoyed the emotes. And yeah, by the way, I will be rotating which emotes are follower emotes over the next few streams, rather than just having the same 5 be follower emotes every time. Let's put this so we can potentially get 4 times 15 from that as well. So the emotes that are currently sub-only will be follower and then go back to being sub-only, so people can try out the different ones. These are like really cheap to get now because it's probably only a few rolls, so let's just get one of them next. There we go. And let's make this 2 into a 5. Nice. Oh, and I can have a +6 as well. Do I want a +6 or do I want to save up and unlock some more stuff? Or even just refresh. I've got 8 refreshes to do. Let's refresh, see what else there is. Okay, +10. This is new. Incrementer. Increments the face it's attached to every time it's rolled. Okay. That's pretty good then. So 4 becomes a 5, becomes a 6, becomes a 7, and so on. Has no effect on non-numeric faces. And that's the same thing. This one is 2 points cheaper than that one, so I'll have that one. What is this, by the way? Oh, blank die generator. Every 30 times this face is rolled, it will generate a new blank die. Die with 6 blank faces. A blank die face which has nothing rolled. Okay, so that's not useful on its own because that dice wouldn't get me anything, but you could then, presumably there are things that add numbers to faces. This face is face up, the new die is greater than the die's next roll will be worth an additional 2 for each die added. Right, okay, yeah, I see. So you've got to like synergize these items together. I'll get one of these next, because these sound fun. Let's put it on the 3, and then that will keep growing and eventually become much more than a 3. Yeah, so this feels like this is better than a +10, like as long as you give it enough time, because it will. Once you've rolled it 10 times, it's from then on it's just better. So 13. Can I attach a +10 and an increment to the same face? Or will that just overwrite that? I wonder. Anyway, I'm going to get another one of these, I think. Okay, yeah, so that's already a 5. We probably want, yeah, we want to have, I think we want to have the big numbers on this dice because these multipliers apply to, well, this applies to all the other ones. This applies to the adjacent ones. Let's put it here. 13. I'll get the 13 as well. Oh yeah, we're getting some big scores now. So I'll make this 5 here into a 13. So we've got a 13 and a 15 there. That's just a 6. Okay. Add 1 increment. Multiplier. Another increment. Let's just put increments on everything. What could possibly go wrong? Let's put one here. Oh, it does. Ah, okay. It does draw the spots up to a certain point. I say it doesn't draw it for 13, but there is a 7 spot design. That's nice. And then let's get one of them. Times 2 multiplier. That's not too expensive. Oh yeah, definitely getting points now. And I'm guessing your score at the end is how many points you have left when your rolls run out. So at some point you have to think, okay, I'm not going to buy anything more from the shop because that's using up all your points. You think, okay, from now on I'm going to just continue and get the most I can. But I suspect that's probably quite late in the game, like when you've not got that many rolls left, because of the potential for the upgrades to increase how much you're scoring. Let's see what different things there are. 6 half incrementers. Actually, is a half incrementer to all 6 faces. Increments of faces attached to every other time it's rolled. Okay. Well, this is my chance to find out if it overwrites the existing attachment, I guess. Let's do that. And then we'll do some rolling. Usually super late in the game. Yeah, that makes sense. There's a few games that work like that. You've got to decide at what point you want to stop spending your money. When the resource that you spend is also the resource that determines your score, you've got to decide when to stop spending. So all 6 faces. So I guess no matter where I click, it's going to put it on. Okay, yeah. So it does overwrite that. So I've gone from 3 full incrementers to 6 half incrementers, which is net no change at all, I guess. Never mind. That's fine. I've got another multiplier. A 13. I mean, these are going to become 13s fairly soon anyway. Although having said that, 162 is very cheap. I can get there long before the face will get to 13. So let's do that. And then, yeah, let's make this 6 into a 13. So yeah, this dice is not doing too badly. And I guess we put multipliers on here, and then whatever we roll on here, we multiply whatever we roll on here. That seems like the best way to do it. I mean, I'm just basing that off of nothing at all, really. But let's get this one. Every so often I should be pausing and seeing what I actually get with each roll. So yeah, this is now 4 times 19, so 72 from one roll, 95 from one roll because that's 5 times 19, 2 times 15, 4 times 20 is 70. Oh no, sorry, 4 times 19 is 76, and then it incremented the face after I rolled it. That makes sense. Yeah, I see how this is working. So let's stick that there. I'm intrigued to know what the 3rd level of items in the shop do, so I might try and unlock that next. Yeah, although, yes, we've rolled it, what, about 700 times. So we've still got a long way to go. Because, yeah, we're only about, what, a quarter of the way through? I hope you get a histogram at the end, says Ren. I feel like that would have to be on like a log scale for it to work, because based on the leaderboard, you can get scores, so high you have to use scientific notation. So you wouldn't even be able to see the points you had at the beginning. It would just be like that. So I suspect if you wanted to do that, you'd need to use some sort of log scale. Right, I was going to upgrade the shop to get another die, obviously. I didn't mean to roll. I wanted to see what the new things do in the shop. Okay. 3rd shelf unlocked. You now have access to shop items on the 3rd shelf. Items purchased, they will create new dice. Okay, so this is the main way you create new dice. As well as upgrading the shop gets you an extra one. But these actually give you new ones directly. So that gives me 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. That sounds pretty good. That gives me... Okay, for the same price, this gives me a die with half the values on, so I'm not going to have that one. I'll have this one. I have already got a new ordinary one. I don't really want this one. This one's a bit rubbish now compared to what else I've got, so there might be a way to get rid of dice as well. I haven't seen that. This is a new upgrade. This face is worth 20 times the total quantity of dice in play. Okay, so right now it would be worth 60, which is a lot. So that sounds good. This also sounds good though. I'll get this first because it's cheaper. But yeah, now we should be getting, when we roll the multiplier in the middle, so we get 4 times 6 plus 4 times 24. We get 6 for this dice, we get 24 for that dice, and then for this one we get 24 times 4, because 24 is the largest adjacent face, so that makes sense. And then for this one it's the sum, so we get 4 plus 13 plus 5 times 4 plus 13. Unfortunately, the game calculates all that for me, so I don't have to bother. Okay, so I get this. Again, I'll just replace the worst thing I've got, I think. So that when that comes up now, it will be worth 60. And it will be worth even more when I have more dice. I'll try and get this next. Right, what did we score? Yeah, so that rolled a 60. But yeah, it doesn't count for, because it's not a numeric face, it doesn't count for multiplying this. So this still just picked up the 20, well it was 22 at the time, this picked up the 22, multiplied it by 5. That just scores 60 in isolation, which is still a lot of points. So we'll get the 8 dice. Not 8 die. I keep saying dice instead of die, sorry. Ren says, I bought a few decks of a SimCity card game that a shop had on clearance. During play, you kept thinking it would be nice to have a computer calculate these scores. Yeah, physical board games and card games have always been a bit limited by the fact that you have to manually keep track of everything, and games that try to push those boundaries tend to be tedious to play. One reason why it can be hard to make board game adaptations of video games, because the logic that the computer used to handle, it's not handling anymore. But yeah, it's nice to have physical games to play sometimes as well. Calculation-heavy games are best played on a computer. That's what they're designed to do. What do I want next? I don't really want that one. That's just an 11. Oh, that's a 40. That's quite a big number. Yeah, this isn't up to 40 yet. This is obviously has a lot of 40s on. But I could buy a 40 and put it on this one. That would make a difference. So let's do that. I now have 4 dice to roll. And I should be getting things quite fast because this top one is giving me some big numbers. This game is kind of based on a physical board game called Dice Forge. That's interesting. I did not know that. I can see how this would have arisen from a physical game, because dice are, after all, physical objects originally, but without physical limitations. Yes, so you can do things that would be very difficult to do in a physical game, such as scoring 10 to the 59 points, for example. I wouldn't want to be the one to calculate that with a pen and paper. I think it might probably still be worth getting this 4's dice if I put it at the bottom here, which I think is it's been placing them automatically, but I guess it goes like this one will become the central one. So try that. Definitely scoring well now. Got to 2,500 pretty easily. Did you know you can hover your cursor over the roll counter at the top right to read stats about your most recent roll? Yes, I have been... Oh, I didn't... Yeah, I haven't read that particular screen. I've read the screen that shows the individual rolls. So that's total score for the complete roll. And it gives you your top 3 scores, which I guess, yeah. I'm guessing there are ways to get a very large number of dice, in which case showing every score would be a bit tedious. I'm just going to get this 11 because of how cheap it is and stick it on that 3. We might as well. I can get another incrementer. Start incrementing some more dice faces. Let's get this and put it on this one. I have a feeling I'll probably replace some of these lower scores with other things, but that one we might keep. I need to buy some of these multipliers as well. I haven't done that yet. The times 3 is very slightly more than twice the times 2, which at first seems like a bad deal. Let's get the times 2. It probably isn't for reasons I haven't figured out. Let's put that. So that applies to numeric faces. So I want to put it on my biggest numeric face, I think. So that's now a 96, which is pretty nice. Let's also get the times 3, I think. Let's put that on my second highest face, I guess. So 40. We've pretty much bought everything, so I'm going to re-roll. What on earth is this? Voidling. When this face is not rolled, it increases the value of whichever face it is rolled by 50, otherwise it has no value. Okay, that sounds pretty good. So 1/6 of the time you score 0, the other times you'd score like 60, 70 if I put it on that one. That's another adjacency multiplier. Add a die with a 4-leaf clover on every face. 4-leaf clover. All lottery faces on the same die as a 4-leaf clover are more likely to be successful. Okay, lottery face, any face has some percent chance to be successful. So I don't have any lottery faces at the moment, so that wouldn't actually do anything. This is another all 8s one. I think I'll put another one of these multipliers and put it on the middle one, because that will get me lots of points. T-Bag, you do like saying that, don't you, T-Bagger? It was very appropriate when we were playing Void Stranger. I think every time I mention the word void, T-Bagger is going to say that. Okay, we're going to buy this and put it there. 32 and a 19. Yeah, this still has small numbers on. Let's bump those numbers up a bit. Where do I want 32? There. And then, to be honest, let's get the 19 as well. It's so cheap. We'll probably get it in one roll. Yep. And let's put it there. You're saying there's a lot with how many void challenges you do. This is true. You haven't said it in Scrabble. where we tend to play with Void Challenge rules. That's a good point, Debug. Yes. Okay, these top row is actually all new. I haven't read what these do yet. Add numeric to itself. Okay, so add the number shown on a numeric face to itself effectively doubles the value. Okay. That is attach a re-roller to all faces. Choose any two dice position be swapped. Yeah, I don't really want to swap any positions at the moment. Shop weight. After purchasing a shop weight, the next item purchased from the shop and items similar to it will be more likely to appear in the shop's stock in the future. Can be applied to the same item multiple times. Okay, so that's a way to consistently get the same items, I guess. I wouldn't normally nitpick, but just because the dev is here, they spelt similar wrong. It's only got one L. Sorry, I'm a Scrabble player, so I do like to nitpick over spelling sometimes. So obviously it does not impact the gameplay in any way. I think I just want to double the score of a face with this one. So these are already being doubled. The next biggest one is this. So let's double that one as well. There we are. And that actually, yeah, it's not a modifier, it just directly makes it an 80. Okay, makes sense. I do want this voidling thing just because I like the design of it, so we'll get that. And it's going to increase the value of the faces by 50, so I think if we put it here, because this one is relatively low already, but all the other faces are quite high. So let's do that. I'm going to get another one just because I want to see what sort of pattern it starts to arrange them in when you've got more than 5. I don't know if it's going to fill in these corner gaps or if it's going to extend it another way or what, so we'll find out. Let me just check that that is working how I think it is. Yes, so 48 times 2 attach multiplier plus 50 voidling for 148. And then, okay, yeah, and then this is, because this is doing the sum of the adjacent numeric dice, that's not actually taking the 146 from this, it's taking the face value of it. So in a way, actually, that 80 that I put on this one, this 80 is actually better than the 40 times 2 because the adjacency multiplier is going to pick up the 80, not the 40. So that's interesting to bear in mind. A few more rolls. This one. Okay, it goes there. That makes sense. So I could buy the swappy thing if I wanted to swap it. I don't particularly want to swap it. Actually, no, it is strictly better than this one, so I might swap it with that one so that the multipliers get more points. So let's get one of these. And choose 82 dice. Here should be swapped. There. That should be an upgrade. Unlock shop level 4. Ah, yeah, because this we didn't actually unlock the whole third row. There are still 2 slots, the meaning of which is a mystery. Yeah, I mean it's quite expensive, but I'm just curious what these do, so I'm going to do that next. Okay, we get another, just a plain old normal die up there. And Then I need to do a refresh to actually unlock it, don't I? So, do I want that? Probably not, probably not. Okay, do that. Okay, 4th shelf unlocked. You now have access to shop items on the 4th shelf. Items purchased here are passive abilities that are always active. Okay. So these don't get applied to a die, they just do things. So that refers to lottery faces again, which I don't have yet. And that's making them worth more. The value of all triples will be increased by 200%. A triple is 3 numeric faces with the same numbered face rolled at the same time. Okay. That's quite difficult to get at the moment because all my faces are different. I do have like a 16, a 16 and a 16, so it is theoretically possible. Or a 6, a 6 and a 6. But it's quite unlikely. But there's loads of new things here now, so I'll look at what those do. What's this face up in new is created? Yeah, that seems a bit unreliable. At least if you're not creating lots of dice. At the start of each complete roll, this face will be worth 64, but it doubles in value every 4 times dice it actually is re-rolled. Interesting. I don't really have. I only have that re-roll at the moment. But 64 is still more than what most of mine are worth, so I could get that anyway. Times 2 plus 1. Plus 1 hardly seems worth it. Rerolls dice actually 2 times. These could sort of work together then, couldn't they? Hello, Cloyce. Welcome in. Thank you for redeeming your first flower of the day. Enjoy your bird's foot trefoil. We're playing Roll, which was requested by Equi. I got rid of nothing. Yeah, I'm trying to arrange my channel point redeems in groups of 3 because Twitch displays 3 per row and it looks a bit neater that way. And somebody wanted the facility to highlight messages. So I made the nothing redeem into a highlight message redeem. I'll see if I can. I don't want to get rid of flower of the day, so I'll see if I can figure out a way to bring it back. Or Cloyce, or I made it even more of a nothing redeem. It doesn't cost any points. It doesn't have a button to press, and you don't have to click it. So thank you for redeeming nothing. Welcome in, Zando Toaster. Lowest probability Cloyce bingo. Oh, cowslip. Well, if it's cowslips, the plural, then that's Cloyce with 2 S's. So if there's already a tile on the board and you're playing the word cowslips, then that would be a good Cloyce bingo. Also, is it actually the lowest probability? I feel like there should be lower ones, but maybe not. I suppose it's got a W in it. It is. Oh, okay. See, if you say cowslip to me, I'm a botanist, I'm going to give you an interesting fact about the plant. You say cowslip to Cloyce and he goes, "Oh, that's the lowest probability Scrabble bingo that matches this rack." You know, it's spot the Scrabble player, everybody. Yes, there's sort of a meme in the Scrabble community that you learn the words that have the letters from your own name in them, screen name rather than real name, or you can do that as well. Dustin has learnt all the words you can make using the letters of Dustin. Yeah, so I decided that this would be good if you combine it with this. This one is cheaper and I can actually just buy it. So I'll get it first. Actually, when if you buy one of these, does it overwrite the attachment or not? I suppose we'll find out, shall we? So let's put it on what's currently an underwhelming face. doesn't say much of this. I wonder if there are any bingos with the letters toaster in them. Yeah, the word toaster. And also toasters if you're playing through an S that's already on the board. I don't see any other words that you can make with those letters. I don't think re-toast is a word. Although it seems like it could be a word. Here's rolling the voidling and it not scoring anything. Toastia. Yeah, Toastia would be another 8 with the letters in. Right, let's get this, put it here. And okay, it doesn't overwrite the modifier thingy, so that's good to know. So this is worth 64, but it doubles in value every 4 times the die is re-rolled. And also, conveniently, when you roll it, it will be re-rolled. Rotates! Okay, there is a word. See, this is... well, I haven't got my anagramming brain on tonight, because it's not Scrabble night, it's game request night. Prostrate is pretty good. That's a 9, though, so you'd have to... yeah, you wouldn't be able to... you wouldn't actually be able to play Prostrate unless somebody had conveniently left a disconnected P and R to play through. Also, hello, STJTB. Welcome to the stream. I guess you were lurking and just perked up at the sound of Scrabble discussions. But thank you for being here. If you haven't already started building a flower garden, I have a channel point redemption for that you might want to try out. Right, what's this virus-looking thing? Dirus. Love the pun. This face is worth the total quantity of dice in play, which is currently 6. This face also has a chance when rolled to replace an adjacent number numeric die face with a Dirus. If across all dice with 0 numeric die faces, yeah, that sounds bad. It will start replacing my faces with 6s, and they will only become 60s if they all get one. Look at Cloyce rattling off the Cloyce bingos there. Socials Ossicle Loesic Colossi. Try saying that 7 times very quickly. Attach 2 times rerolls to all faces on a die. That's creating a new one. We've had that before. This seems like a bad idea. This still seems like a good idea, so we'll get one of those. Drink water and stretch from LT Bago. Thank you very much for those redemptions. A reminder that proper hydration is important for everybody, not just streamers. So I encourage you to take a quick sip of water yourself if there's some handy. Ow. The stretches. Yeah, Harry, it's a good thing Pueblo isn't here, otherwise he'd be shrimp checking us all, I think. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, that's better. Thank you, T-Bago. Right, we did flag something, didn't we? Yes, okay. Doesn't take us long to earn that many points now. I mean, let's go ahead and stick it here on the 80, since that's the highest one we've got. So this one with a box inside a box adds a quantity die. Quantity die. A die with random die quantity multipliers on 5 faces, and a quantity die generator on 1 face. Okay. I mean, that's consistently worth at least 60, and it can be worth much more. And it will make more copies of itself. So that sounds interesting. Add numeric multiplier die. That's a numeric multiplier die. A die with random numeric multipliers on 6 faces. It's worth the stated multiplier times the largest rolled numeric face. Which could be 80 potentially, but will more likely be in the 40s. Yeah, I think this is actually potentially worth more. I suppose it's also more expensive. Yeah, this comes with a free one of those, and a whole lot more besides, and it's almost the same price. So I definitely want to get that instead, I think. So let's save up for that. The shop still says it unlocks higher quality upgrades when I unlock it, but there's no shelf space left, so I'm intrigued to see what it does. So we'll find out soon. Yeah, so if I roll that times 100, that's worth 800 at the moment, but it will be worth more as time goes on, so that seems pretty good. It's almost worth getting more dice just to make that dice better. Yeah, let's get one of these as well just to see what it does. This is, yeah, so this is 240 points just for that one. That's 800 points just for that one. So that was definitely a good investment. Okay, let's have one of these as well. You click and drag the magnifying glass in the bottom right corner to view all faces of your dice. I could use most reason complete roll. Okay. So if I do that, yeah, that shows me that. That shows me, yeah, so I can see at a glance what each one looks like. That makes sense. Okay. I need to decide what I'm buying next. Okay, so returning to the, I can still return to the condition for my previous purchase, but it will cost me rolls. That makes sense. Still don't think I want those things. Still don't think I want that. Because I've already got one. And I could have another one. Yeah, because I've just got this new, completely boring, ordinary one. I can put it on there. And then I might upgrade the shop, see if the new level does anything exciting. So we'll stick that over here. Do I want anything else that this has got? Honestly, re-rolling this would probably be pretty good, so let's do that. Yeah, so each one of these faces is now re-rolled. So it sort of effectively doubles the value of that dice, I guess. Yeah, let's save up for a shop upgrade. See what level 5 does. Get an extra one as expected, so it goes there now. Okay, that makes sense. And okay, then I have to reroll to get the things. Okay, so I've now reached the higher shop level. That makes sense. Also, everything is much more expensive now, but then that's to be expected. I've got more money to work with. That's rerolls again. Super glue. When a face with super glue lands face up as a result of a reroll, it gets stuck on the super glued face for the next 5 rerolls. Okay. So that would go quite nicely with this. I could put the super glue on the times 100, and then anytime any of the other faces rerolled into the times 100, they would stay there. Re-incrementer. 99 has its increased. When you make one, okay. Sort of prestige mechanic for incrementing. I've still got this add 1 for 95 points. When this is rolled, the next roll on the same dice will be worth 10 times more. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Not re-rolls though, so it doesn't it's not completely broken when combined with that. Ooh, this wild. This face is worth the same amount as the highest scoring die face. The slow die face cancels its value after all other dice in the roll and after all passive abilities have been applied. Cannot have their values increased by passive abilities. Yeah, okay. Still pretty good though. Shredder. Every time, 20 times it's rolled. Okay, so this is how you get rid of dice if you don't want them. Every 20 times this is rolled, it will delete the most recently created one. I think I want it to keep creating them though, because there's some quite good ones now. Total reroll. Hello, Heron to Birds. Welcome in. How was your stream today? I believe you were doing a Scrabble stream, is that correct? Perhaps it was a little quieter than usual owing to the Crescent City Cup tournament being ongoing at the same time, but I hope you had fun. Let me actually do a quick shout out for Hero in 2 Birds, who streams Scrabble as well as Jackbox Party Packs, which play with viewers, and Codenames, which can be played with viewers. So heavy on the viewer interactivity, and obviously an all-around great streamer. These gardens are getting big. I'm going to have to think what we're going to do when... It won't be long before the list will be too big for the bot to actually list in a single Twitch message, which will be a slight problem. Because I'll have to find some other way for you to view your flowers. Right, what were we looking at here? Total reroll multiplier. If the die it's attached to has been rerolled 25 times, it's worth 25 times available other dice. Okay. Add a modified die. Merit 1 for rerolls 10 times such multiplier. Heavyweight, super heavyweight. Okay. I have 2 of them. Reduce number of rolls regard to getting free shop refreshes. I mean, I've got plenty of those, and no weight roll. No lightweight super roll additional times. I mean, I haven't got any any of those modifiers, so that sounds pretty good. It's expensive though. I'm gonna try. putting this super glue on this one first, because that sounds like it might be good. Oh, you're talking about the flower thing, yeah, visuals. Yeah, well, possibly. It would require me to have proper like artwork for every British wildflower. And amazing though Loon is, I don't think she's quite up to the task of drawing several hundred flower pictures. So I don't want to put that on here. I want to... No, I do. So yeah, I want to put it on... Yeah, I want to put it on the one that I want, which is this one. Another re-roller is probably good as well. What's the next best one to re-roll? Oh, I don't want to overwrite that one. Maybe just this one, or this one. Yeah, let's put it on this one. And then, you know, I'm going to buy this just because... There we go. I'm going to buy the wild face because that sounds fun. Tivago says, wonder if it's a way to integrate it into Discord because it's its own channel with pics and stuff. Yeah, so I could make it a primarily Discord-based thing rather than primarily Twitch-based thing. Like Twitch, you would just do the redemption to prove you showed up to the stream, and then Discord would handle actually looking at it. But yeah, again, I'd need to have artwork, or steal people's photos, which I don't really want to do, or go out and take my own photos, which would take... It would have to wait till summer, and it would take several years to gather all of them. But it's theoretically doable. Hello, Matcha-Catcher! Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to your emote spamming, which I'm sure will begin shortly. We're playing a game that was requested by Equi, called Roll, which involves rolling dice, but they're no ordinary dice, as you can probably tell. I might speed up the rolling animation speed to now, which I did notice there was a setting for. It's getting to the point where it takes quite a while to reach the score. Right, where do I want this to be? I guess just on something that would otherwise be uninspiring, like this one. I know this is expensive, but re-rolling all the dice seems good, so I might get that next. But let me see if I can... oops. Yeah, roll speed, slow, quick or ultra. We'll go up to quick and see how that makes a difference. Oh yeah, that's much quicker. Yeah, we'll stick with this. We are burning through a lot of rolls here, but at the same time, this is quite a nice upgrade I'm saving up for, I think. There we go. Oh, okay, I have a little extra thing here, I can see my upgrades. So this should re-roll everything like twice now. Yeah. Yeah, that's giving me 3,100 points each time, which is basically all of my points. Because it's sticky, it comes up more often on re-rolls. So now that I'm re-rolling everything three times, it comes up a lot. Also, this tells me I've purchased a passive ability, I know that. What do I want next? I don't want to get rid of them. I don't care about the shop refreshes at the moment. I've got 6 of them. So a good place to put that. Actually, yes. Let's get this and put it on one of these 6s that I never upgraded. I don't think I want those. Don't want that. That requires a single face to be re-rolled 25 times during a complete roll. At the moment I only have a way to roll things up to about 6 times. So that's no use to me either, really. So I'm going to do a refresh. Attach virus. Okay, a virus is not the same thing as a dirus. A dirus is a whole dice that's viral. This is a modifier. Place any adjacent die face with a copy of itself. And that's a top. It's a top left modifier. Okay, so I could put it on this, and it would replace these faces with this face, which is a better face. And it doesn't matter if I lose the re-rolls if it's always this that comes up. Or I could make, I could make this dice always be wild as well. That might be quite good. Let's. This is 124,000. I don't want weights, I don't think. Oh, I've got new things here as well. Numeric faces divisible by 11 will be increased by 100%. Oh, hang on. Yeah, if no weights available, dice will be increased by 100%. Yeah, I don't have any weights anywhere. And I have a passive that benefits from not having any weights anywhere. So having another passive that benefits from not having any weights seems like good synergy. So let's get that next. Okay, that will show up here. Yeah, okay. Now I'll try getting this virus. Yeah, I should pay attention to what happens when the wild comes up. Okay, yeah, that's scoring 2,000. That's scoring... Yeah, that's scoring 2,000. That's scoring 2,000 per roll, and it's re-rolled 3 times. So it's scoring 8,600. Whereas this doesn't get re-rolled again because it's a slow dice. It's 3,000. Yeah, replicating this might actually be better. So let's try that. So get this, put that on there. Okay, so this adds a dice that randomly generates and randomly deletes other dice. Not sure I want that. I don't want a 1 on every face, that's terrible. This seems decent. Re-incrementers. Oh yeah, we saw those before. Now this face is just a copy of the face that I have on these, which is good. I'll put that on one of my other dice. It's worth 100 times the total quantity, which is currently 10. So it's worth 1,000, and that's before any upgrades, any bonuses added. What's that? Random adjacency reroll. From 10 to 25 rerolls distribute randomly amongst all adjacent dice. Interesting. I could put it on this one, because it would reroll that one. Potentially lots of times. Yeah. Well, I'll get this first. The depth of this game is quite interesting. There's so many different mechanics available, and trying to think about how each mechanic could interact with each other possible mechanic is definitely interesting. So I'll just stick this on what's currently an underwhelming face. Then we'll get one of these. Want it on this one, and we'll have to see what happens when that comes up. Because I don't understand all of the mechanics of these necessarily. Okay, yeah. So that doesn't roll very much by itself, but that re-rolled that one. Yeah. Okay. I think I understand what's going on. I'm getting a lot of points now. Yeah, mostly from the middle dice and also this one up here. Has the virus spread at all yet? No. Okay, never mind. Depth is its strongest selling point, but also its detriment. Many players can get easily frustrated by all the reading, but it seems to suit you and your stream quite well. Yeah, so obviously it's one of those games that is going to suit people who enjoy like min-maxing optimization stuff, and also don't mind doing a bit of mental arithmetic, but also, yeah, don't mind thinking through strategies and reading a bit of text and stuff. There is definitely a niche for this sort of game. I don't know how well it's sold on Steam, but yeah, it's definitely... I play a lot of other very sort of nerdy puzzle games, some of which I haven't even shown on stream because I think they would just be too difficult for my viewers to grasp, whereas at least this you can see, yeah, we're rolling dice and getting lots of points for them. But yes, it's definitely my sort of content, my sort of game. I do more casual puzzle games as well. Like we had an Untitled Goose Game stream a couple of weeks ago, and that was fun, running around honking at everybody. But I like this sort of stuff as well. So I appreciate Equi's recommendation, and I also appreciate this is the first time I've had the developer of a game show up in my stream. I thought the Dorfromantik dev was going to show up at one point. In the end, I think he showed up to Ophelia's stream, but not mine. But yes, having the dev take such an active interest in people streaming the game and whether they're enjoying it is a great thing, and I absolutely encourage that. Yeah, I look forward to the patch note with that typo I pointed out fixed on it, and then I can think, yes, I contributed to this game slightly. Interacting with people who play the game more than any other I've seen. Yeah, so I do know a game developer. There's a game called Garden Galaxy, which people may have heard of. I know Tea with Jade has heard of it because they play it on their stream. Which I don't really know the dev, but it's the sister of a friend of mine, and it was her first game, and it's done pretty well, given the sort of type of game it is. and yeah, I was surprised at just how many streamers ended up playing it. But I don't think she would actually come into my stream. I do actually plan to do a Garden Galaxy stream at some point, but it will be it's more of a sort of idle, chill game, so it will be on a stream when I'm too tired to do anything else. This seems a bit underwhelming when I've got 100 times ones already, but I could put it on here. So let's get one of them. And it's basically free at this point. I'm not going to have that many numeric faces divisible by 11. I mean, I've only got one at the moment, so I don't know. I think I'll just re-roll the shop actually, because I know there's new mechanics that I haven't seen yet, and some of them might synergize really well, and I'd like to find them out. Tibago says, talking of gardens. Well, we're an hour and a half into the stream, which is usually about my halfway point, so that seems like a decent place to have a quick break from the game. Thank you, Tibago. Right, don't worry, the roll content will be back very shortly, but we're going to have a brief interlude. I'll leave the music playing in the background. So as well as being a streamer, I'm also a botanist. During the summer months I can be found outside touching grass and looking at pretty flowers, but in the winter I'm not, because it's cold and dark outside, so instead I read about botany to my viewers for whatever reason. I mean, T-Bagger's interested, I don't know if anyone else is, but there we go. Red helleborine is today's plant. Okay, continuing to choose interesting ones, T-Bagger. You don't want no stinking dark red helleborine. Yes, there's a plant called stinking helleborine. I think the only reason T-Bagger requests it is for the hilarity of me trying to lift this book. Look how big this thing is. Okay, it's in 2 volumes, but still. Okay, red helleborine. Cephalanthera rubra. Yeah, despite being a botanist, I still can't say the scientific names properly. Look at the index first. There it is. 1170. Yeah, red helleborine, not to be confused with dark red helleborine, which is actually a different family, believe it or not. Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's also a violet one. Let's get a picture of it up on the screen so that everybody knows what we're dealing with. Welcome back, Marzi Peony. Don't worry, I will drink water very shortly. You know the game Garden Galaxy, don't you? I'm sure you've watched Tea with Jade play it before. You might even have played it yourself. And yeah, I sort of know the dev of that game. It's my friend's sister. Yeah, Epipactis rather than Cephalanthera is the dark red. It's actually pink. A lot of pink plants are called red for partly historical reasons, like the word red used to mean that colour as well. Right, let's get a picture. Yeah, if you do a Google image search for red helleborine, you actually get a mixture of the two plants come up in the search results. So you have to know which one is which in order to show the right picture. Fortunately, I do. This is a nice picture. Let me sort out Twitch a moment so that you can see it. There, and then there. So a very pretty looking flower. And now I'll read you a bit about it. Long-lived perennial herb of well-drained sloping sites on calcareous soils, so that means limestone and chalk, most commonly in the dappled shade of clearings within mature beech woods. It is a poor competitor and does not form large colonies in Britain, where dormancy appears to be frequent. Flowering stems are rarely produced and seed set is low. In other words, Debago, you've picked another of one of the rarest plants in the country. Sadly, like most rare plants, it is declining due to habitat loss. This elusive species has always been rare, sparsely distributed across southern England in the 19th and early 20th centuries. It is now confined to small populations at single sites in the Cotswolds, Chilterns and Hampshire Downs, where a new site was discovered in 2018, commenting for a nearby locality where plants have not been recorded since 2007. Its intolerance of both shade and light-assisted competition mean that its survival requires careful, well-informed management of the habitat. Fencing is needed to discourage grazing by deer and rabbits. So yeah, basically there's 3 places in England where it still grows, and that's it. Very rare plant. Not one that I've recorded myself, because sadly Somerset is one of the places where it's now extinct. It used to grow in Somerset a very long time ago, like 19th century or before. It's the bees' fault the pollinating bees are rare themselves. So that is true. I mean, that's a factor. Another big factor, obviously, as I've just written, is it is very easily outcompeted by almost anything else. But yes, bees, all species of bee really, are in huge decline as well, due to climate change, habitat loss and so on. And yeah, declining species of bees mean that plants don't get pollinated as much, which means the plants decline, which means there's fewer plants for the insects to feed on, which means insects decline, which means herbivores and insectivores decline, which means the higher carnivores don't have enough food either, and the whole ecosystem can collapse. So it is a huge problem. And I do my best to raise awareness of it by rambling about it on Twitch, and that's that and a lifetime's work of plant recording is all I can really do to contribute. I can't save the world on my own. Anyway, let me put these books back and then I'll drink some water. There was a show outfit too, Debugger, you're quite right. Let me do this first. And then I have considered, should I get a second camera just so I can show off my outfits better, because there's not much room behind me anymore. I used to have it pointing at my wardrobe over there, but the problem with that is my background was a bit boring, whereas now I have this streamer shelf with many trinkets. outfit has been shown. I hope you like it. I have a lot of dresses like this, sort of tea dresses with floral prints on them. This is the only green one I have. I don't usually wear green, I like purple and grey and blue. I should probably get more green things. Dress exactly, Izzy. There's no point having a dress if it doesn't go spinny. That's the whole point of having one. You've got to do the spinny. That is how you do it. Also, hi Izzy. Sorry, I didn't welcome you. I was distracted by redemptions of various types. Welcome in, Izzy. Enjoy your meadow vetch thing, and let me get the game going again. It's just a coincidence that a lot of the rarest flowers happen to be very interesting and pretty. Yes, well, this makes it all the more sad that they're declining, because they're the pretty ones. Okay, put capture back to roll, put scene back to that. And where were we? Oh, we re-rolled and we had a load of new stuff. That I'm excited to find out what it does. This is a symbol bomb. Choose a die, loses all of its attached modifiers. All dice adjacent gain copies of its modifiers. Okay. So if I had one with, I want this one to keep its modifiers, but say this one had a load of modifiers, I could put those modifiers on these ones instead. That's interesting. It's just a +5, rerolls, glue again. Another wild. The wilds are decent. I could have another one. Adjacency reroll, multi. 10 times most common numeric face. Yeah, I don't have a lot of the same number. So as far as the next one, same time, 10 times. Well, that's like a strictly better version of the 2 times that it was offering me before. I have one of those. I might get another one. All quantities. This is a passive ability. All abilities that reference the total quantity of dice in play will instead use double. Okay, well this references the total dice and it scores quite well, so this might be worth getting. The third shop shelf will now be filled with passive abilities instead of additional dice. I don't know, I might want to get more additional dice. This adds a 94 through 99. That sounds pretty good. I might get that next. There we go. It doesn't get multiplied at the moment, but it might do in the future. And of course, it's an extra dice for this thing, so that's an extra, probably an extra 1,000-ish points at this point. I'll get this. It's expensive, but as I say, this is, as the dev was saying, this is my first playthrough. I'm just experimenting. I'm going to make bad choices, and it doesn't matter. So yeah, if I'm reading that correctly, that should double the value of this, which is already scoring quite a lot. Yeah, if I get the 100, yeah, that's now 17,600 points just for that one. And I also rolled that at the same time, so that was also 8,900. Yeah, some of these abilities are definitely underwhelming now. That's I rolled the 10 times twice in a row, and now that's worth 14,000. So that's definitely a consideration. I might get some more glue. Yeah, because this is if it basically sticks a reroll in place. So if this reroll thingy causes that to reroll, I want it to stay on that one because it's better than the other ones. Died actually 3 different times. It's rerolled. These currently have 2 times reroll on them. I feel like this dice is the one that needs more rerolls. So let's put this on here. Let's get another of these 10 times multipliers. We're doing pretty well. We're getting towards 500,000 points, and I know the top score is 10 to the power of 59, but it's like an exponential curve, so it's hard to judge where you're going to be when the game finishes. So we've already got one there. I think here would be a good place for one as well. We've sort of made this dice into a not numeric dice, even though it's adjacent to our dice that had all the multipliers on, which isn't great, but oh well. It's because of the virus on this one is spreading the times 100 to here, but at this point it's still worth it because it scores so much. I suppose the problem there is eventually it won't be worth it because it scales like linearly with the number of dice. It's not scaling exponentially. But oh well. I got a 5. let's just add let's make that into a 9. Hardly costs anything. We'll get another wild. I think wilds are reasonably good. Yeah, that's like 7,000. So what's the goal of this game, asks Matt to Catcher. So the goal of this game is to keep rolling and upgrading your dice and getting more and more crazy scores until you've rolled them 2,500 times, at which point the game ends and your score gets entered into a leaderboard. I have 1,485 rolls remaining from my initial 2,500. That's another one of these random adjacency rerollers. These are quite good, I think. I'll get one of them. And what's best to actually... Yeah, put the rerolls on here, I think, instead of 6. Then I'll do a refresh. This is the lottery dice that they were talking about earlier. 1% chance to be worth 777,000, so expected value of 777, which is pretty good still. But there were a load of bonuses that would have helped that, which I don't have anymore. 10 times a numeric face is okay. What does this do? Void. Another void, T-Bago. This is different to the void I had before, though. This is a different design. And this face is not rolled doubles of A over A. This face is rolled. Yeah, whereas I had... it's gone now. It got virus. But I had a different void face. 3-shot refresh. It's only 10,000. Add a random consecutive die. This die's previous one was not random. This is doubling of value. I think that's still okay. We've got this multiplier. Yeah. Make that a 96. And then yeah, this is I haven't got any weights, so this is still quite good, I think, as well. I'm getting all the passives that require you to not have weights, and then I'm not getting weights, which it's a strategy. It may not be a good strategy, but it's a strategy, which is nice. Yeah, as the dev says, big number is the goal of this game. It's sort of a bit like games like Cookie Clicker in that regard, I think. But that doesn't have an end, whereas this does. So you can compare with your friends how big of a number you got. Okay, so that will increment things for us, which is nice. Matcha would just roll it 2,500 times to finish it. Yeah, I don't think Matcha really gets the spirit of these games. Let's get this times 10 as well. And some numeric faces is top right. Well, yeah, I mean we're going to be having a lot of 99s now because of the incrementer, but we'll put it on that one. There's not a lot here that I actually want. Virus chain end. When a chain start is rolled, the next reroll on the same dice will be the next sequential face with the chain end attached to it. There is one. Okay, so I sort of needed two of them for it to do anything. Attached multiplier airstrike. Choose a target die. All die in the same row as a target. Gain a times 5 attached multiplier on every face. Okay, do I have a row that's mostly numeric? No. This has got some numbers on it. And these will get bigger now. They'll get incremented. And that's a column. I need to do something about this virus at some point as well. If it just overtakes all my dice. Let's see how this works. Yeah, it's like a number roguelike teabagger. That's one way of putting it. So choose target die. Yeah, so basically I'm choosing a row. So if I choose this row, okay, everything in that row now has a times 5 on it. Yeah, you can do the same thing in columns. Just do that as well. I guess if there's an overlap between the row and the column, it's still just times 5. So I'll do it here. Get times 5 on those. And consecutive die, 10 dice for the 1. This is actually quite good now because the ones will not only will it buff the thing that relies on the number of dice, but the ones will start incrementing. So that's actually really good. It does cost over 1 million points. Any die face. Yeah, I don't want to spread the virus too much. Don't want that. Yeah, I'm going to get this next. I think it's really good, even though it's expensive. Because now these are worth more because I've got more dice. Also, the value of those dice is going to start incrementing soon. You'll see that almost everything else I've got has now gone to 99. Soon these will go to 99 as well. Yes, it is a satisfying noises. Whoever did the sound in this game, which I'm guessing is X-Ray Dev, did did a very good job. You can search for a specific die face using the Dicepedia. Yes, I opened that by mistake earlier. I think at the moment I remember what things do, but we might have to refer back to it in the future. Might actually just do another reroll here. +5. Another chain. What's this? Never die rebate reply. Rebate. Pass all dice. Yeah, we don't have any of them. This is really good, I think, because we have one of those. What's this? The most commonly rolled numeric is also the only rolled numeric. Multi-numeric multipliers. We multiplied it a number of times. Now I will be in a situation where I'm only rolling one numeric because all my faces will be 99 eventually. But I don't have any multi-numeric multipliers. It might be worth getting this in case I get some. 3 high-scoring dice are multiplied by 10. All the others by cut in half. So this is a build where like you're relying on a few dice to carry you. Which, I mean, yeah. See how quickly the spots appear. At the moment, actually, yeah. I mean, yeah, 201 from that one and 21 from that. That's not always the case. Would relying on just 3 dice work? I mean, this one, and this one are the 3 best scoring dice, but also this one, and sometimes that one. So how does it work? Multiply by 3.5. I can't do the maths to see if that's better, to be honest. I'm going to get this first and then worry about it. But yeah, you see how quickly the other faces get up to 99. They're almost there. Next time roll will be worth 10 times more. I think I want one of them on this dice as well. I sort of want one of those on every dice that has a times 100. Actually, that's got the glue on it. So let's put it on that one. And then I might get this passive just in case I get numerics, because I will have the same number everywhere. But yeah, now I have the same number on all my numeric faces. They're all 99s. We'll get that. You can get a +5, which does absolutely nothing because you can't. It looks like you can't go beyond 99 on the numerics. So +5 doesn't do anything. Four-leaf clover on every face. All the 2 faces on the same die as a 4-leaf clover. More can be successful when rolled. More can be successful when rolled. All rolled faces more can be successful. So I could get a 4-leaf clover die and then put this face on it. Although it's only worth 7. I need the 77777 one. But then put that there. I don't want to. I don't want to get rid of any dice because that loses me points. I'm going to add one of these, and then if I get a good lottery dice, I'll put it on there. At the moment, it won't do anything, other than count as an extra dice for scoring purposes, which is always good. I don't want that one though. Refresh. Multipliers. Glue again would be good. Yeah, this is the good. This is the thing that is buffed now. Multi-numeric multipliers. 5 times the most common numeric face in the roll, which will be 99, times the number of times the most common face occurred, which will be lots, because of all these 99s. Plus the bonus from the passive. So I'll get one of them. And it doesn't really matter where that goes. I might just replace one of these, because this is just 2 times the largest numeric face. So that's just 198, which isn't very exciting. Removes all currently owned and future passive abilities, reduces all shop prices by 80%, and multiplies the value of all dice by 5. Additionally costs 250 rolls. I think my passives are multiplying the value of my dice by more than 5, so that's strictly a bad thing to do at the moment. Square increase. Total quantity of dice in play is a square number. All faces be incremented. I'm already incrementing my faces as much as I need to, so that's okay. Duplicator dice is good. Oh, but 10 new dice is also very good. I'll get some glue just because of how cheap it is. Glue one of my hundreds faces down on the dice that doesn't have glue yet. There we go. Might as well get a multiplier on something that doesn't have a multiplier. It's basically free. I think I'll get the 10 dice. How much am I rolling per roll now? Quite a lot. Yeah, like 100,000-ish per roll now. Which is pretty good. But then the upgrades are starting to cost millions, so that sort of... The price of the shop items scales with the amounts you're rolling, I think. So, that... I now have to wait for those to get 99s before my bonus kicks in again, but then once it does, it will be bigger. Let's duplicate dice. Not sure if it's worth it for 5 million just to duplicate one of them, but this one always scores very well, so I'm going to duplicate that one. There you go. This actually is decent again now that I've got more rows of numeric dice for it to apply to. Like I can put it here and just give all of these times 5. Oh, I don't... I was thinking at the 94, but I've only got 99s. That's silly. X-Ray Dev says, I think this is about to be one of the highest scores I've ever seen for a first-time player. Oh, well, I'm honoured to that you think that. I've been reading all the items and sort of trying to come up with a strategy. Like when I saw there were bonuses that rely on you having no weights, and I saw I didn't have any weights, I thought, okay, I won't get any weights. And then I think I got lucky with my passives. I happened to get passives that require no weights, and then I got all of those. I mean, I've still got 1,400 rolls left. We're not even halfway through yet. In fact, we might not even finish. I was thinking this might just be a one-stream thing, like I'd just one off and then move on, but I probably won't finish it tonight, which means there'll definitely be at least one more stream. And after I've done a playthrough of classic mode, I'll probably do the weekly mode sounds interesting. I haven't looked what it is yet, but it seems like you have to score low, so I might do that as well. Reading all the items already puts you ahead of the curve. Yeah, that's true. So some of them can be a bit hard to wrap your head around. but that's fine. I'm not sure I can commit to having the total quantity of dice be a square number. I keep adding more, and it's a bit hard to see whether it's a square number because they're not arranged in a square shape. But that's 7, 14, 21, 26, 31, 30, yeah, 33, which is not a square number. Doesn't really do anything. This would be extremely bad. I'm not going to pick that. Lottery multiplier. I'll get my next. Here we are. Yeah, this. What I don't know is how the percentage change, how the four-leaf clovers affect the percentage. But I might get one of them. Actually, it tells you. It didn't tell you when I bought it, but it tells you in the. Actually, no, it doesn't. It says plus 100% from the no weights bonus, so I have a bonus that improves my odds of all dice. But yeah, it just says improved lottery odds. It doesn't say how much they're improved. But maybe it will tell me how much they're improved when I put this face on them. It here, and good. You can zoom. I was just thinking this is getting a bit too small to read. It still just says 1% chance. So I don't know how much it's improving the odds, but it's improving them. All lottery faces on the same die as a four-leaf clover more likely to be successful. So this one is more successful times... right, the dev is telling me. Plus 1% per clover on the same die, plus base percent or 2% when rolled on different die. Okay. So this is now a... plus, it's a 6% chance to be worth 77777. Which means the value of the dice itself is about 4,500. Which is decent. I mean, that's more than most of them are worth. And I can add another one. I get a standard dodge face and all 6 faces. Yeah. Which would then go with that. No weights. Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. No weights bonus again. Only this time it's plus 200% for everything. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea. And I'm definitely not going to attach a super heavy weight to anything. We've also got super glue. Get stuck on the glue for the next 5 rerolls. Okay, that's also probably good. What's this? Ultra incrementer. Okay, I don't need any more incrementing. Everything's going to 99 already. Mail-in rebate. Oh, this is the die rebate mechanic, which I never use. Yeah, I've just sort of stayed away from certain mechanics and gone all in on other ones. And if those turn out to be good mechanics, then I guess that will be good. The highest score on the leaderboard, Matcha Catcher. I did look at it before the game started. It's 5 times 10 to the power of 59. That's a 5 with 59 zeros after it. So we are not going to get the highest score. But I don't think it's hacked. I mean, I'm sure the dev, being as active as they are, would have done something about it if it was hacked. I think that's just the crazy combos you can get with this game. I'm going to save up for this, because I think that's going to be good. Because now we get even more. Just everything is times 3 for free. So octodecillion. Okay. Yes, it's a lot anyway. Whatever it's called, it's a lot. 30% chance to be worth 100 isn't. That's worse than my normal number faces. Super glue sounds good. see how cheap it is. So get stuck on the superglue face when re-rolled, and everything's getting re-rolled because of how it works. Wait, right, so I think I put this on a times 100 that doesn't already have a glue in order to encourage it to land on that face more. There we go. And then yeah, I decided lottery die might be good. Re-roll the die, 3 times adjacency, re-roller. I need another die swapping thing, because if I add a die, it's going to go somewhere on the outer edge, and I would want any sort of adjacency thing to be inside. But this seems good to have. It's another dice, which always helps when I've got these in play. And it's gonna have a chance of 5% chance of 5,000, but it's not. If this comes up with a cloverleaf, it's actually more than 5%. What are the other faces on there? Oh, I didn't get in. I was hoping for another 1% of 77777, but I've got some boring ones instead. Oh well, that's okay. I'm not going to buy that on its own. I don't want to shred. Any dice. Any die adjacent to a numeric dice shredder has its value increased by the shred value. Yeah, I still don't want to shred all my dice, I think, because I get more points based on how many dice I have. I might add this anyway, just because it is another dice. Using my last free shop reroll, perhaps. Yeah, after this, shop rerolls do become quite expensive in and of themselves. I've been lucky so far not to have to pay that. And I don't think I want to. Oh, maybe the void is worth it. Yeah, the void is probably worth it. And then put it on like this one. Then I'll re-roll. Okay, what have we got now? Okay, incrementers I don't need, ultra incrementers I don't need. Re-rollers are probably still good, multipliers. I think there are still dice with no multipliers on them, so let's stick that. Like... Where is the adjacency stuff apart from... Oh, this doesn't have any multipliers on still, so there would be the obvious place. I think I might have enough of them. Previous one multiplier times 2... Oh, 10 more dice, yes. Well, the costs are up to 15 million now, so things are definitely getting expensive. Quantity die generator is definitely good, because quantity dies are good. So they have that, I think. What's this? Right sum. This face is worth the value of all dice directly to the right of this one. Okay. That's actually interesting, because I could put it here. And then pick up these two, well, mainly this one, but pick up some of these in my right sum. More passives. All the shops in the rightmost column. Okay, I was going to say I don't want to get rid of the things that add dice. So I definitely don't want this, because that would stop me getting more dice. But maybe another column of passives would be okay. Just 30 million though. Okay, I'm going to get this first, because I think that's very good. And we'll start generating more quantity dice. Just stick it over here somewhere. We'll definitely get the right sum. That sounds very good. And we'll stick that on this one. Wait. I didn't click the button to buy it. We'll stick it on this one. So when that comes up, it should be, yeah. How many dice do I actually have? 2, 3, 8, 13, 14. Plus 21 is 35. So yeah, that's worth 35 times 20, which is still more than 99. So let's just get this, stick it on a 99 face. Get this re-roll as well, actually. So re-roll is bottom right, isn't it? So the only thing, yeah, this has a triple re-roll on it, but this is gonna attach another triple re-roller, so we can do like that. I might just go for the 10 extra dice then. But yeah, it's 1.8 million every time I want to refresh the shop now, which I'll be doing a lot more. Having said that, yeah, I am now getting over 1 million points per roll, it looks like. Yeah, that was 2.5 million. That was 800,000. Yeah, and it's usually these ones here that are scoring well. Oh, well, and this one. This one is a copy of this one. So these ones here and also this one are the ones that score well. When the lottery succeeds as well. 6% lottery success. It looks like it didn't succeed because it's showing the clover side, but everything is being re-rolled 3 times. So re-rolled by no weights re-roll. 6% lottery success, 77777 plus 300% no weights bonus. So that lottery dice went off that time. So that's one of my highest scoring on that roll. I want that arrow to come up just so I can see how much that's worth. There we go. Okay, so that's getting 45,000, which is not bad. Let's add the 10 new dice. So many words at the corner. Oh, here. Yeah, this is just giving a summary of what happened when I rolled that dice, which can be good in situations like this where because it's re-rolling every dice every time. What it shows on the face isn't the only thing that came up. Like this shows clover here, but that doesn't mean that the clover came up every time. So yeah, what else do I want? Roll multiplier. I mean, I bought those. I bought the following roll multipliers when they were 10 times, not 2 times. Slowest. So slowest is after slow. So yeah, it can't be increased in any way. I still think that's good though. Like if I put it on this one, then if this comes up after the right arrow, then it's worth twice what the right arrow was. So that seems good. Where do I want to put it? Yeah, so in this view, this is showing like the plan. Like if you imagine unfolding the dice to get, so you can see all 6 sides. This is showing what each of the dice look like as an aerial view. And then on this screen, this is showing what I actually rolled each turn. If you imagine getting all of these dice, shaking them and rolling them, except that there's automatic re-rolls going on some of them. The modified die, you make 1 3 times re-roller and 10 times attach multiple on every face. But this has the weights on it, so unless I have a way to get rid of weights, this is really bad because it would instantly lose me points on a third of my rolls. So we won't do that. This is definitely bad. I am wondering about whether I should try and get more, because passives have been very good for me so far. But I might have all the good passives. I might have all the passives that benefit my build by now. But this basically gives you 4 passives instead of only 2 per reroll, while still giving you 3 of each of these. Yeah, and this is bad. Let's do this. What's the worst that could happen? It doesn't take as long to get... I was thinking 30 million was a lot, but it doesn't actually take us that long to get there. Might even have to increase the roll speed at some point. I know there is another... I'm on quick speed, but there is an ultra speed beyond that. Let's get that. So that doesn't take effect until I roll again. And now... Yeah, I'm wondering what happens if I have too many passives to fit on the screen. I'm assuming there's no limit to passives and that this will just scroll or something, so we'll find out. I think at this point I have to re-roll, refresh. Oh, not. I'm re-rolling everything. I have to refresh the shop. New things I haven't seen before. Numeric set all die faces. Choose a numeric die face. All other faces on the chosen die will become duplicates of the chosen face. All I could do with that would be duplicate a 99 across a dice. I don't really need to do that. I've got plenty of those already. Add numeric for itself. Right, that doesn't do anything when it's 99. Incrementer doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm quite glad I swapped out one of these slots for a passive, because I think increasingly the things up here don't actually help me. If the total quantity of dice in play is greater than or equal to 100, the value of all dice will be increased by 300. Okay, this definitely helps if I can get it. How close am I to 100 though? I'm not actually that close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 36. 41. Okay, so I'm about halfway to 100. So this will be amazing if I can double the number of dice I've got. But that will take a while. I can get 2 more. I could try and... I could try to add a shredderator and then remove the shredding sides of it, leaving only the generating sides. But obviously I don't want to start deleting dice. That's the exact opposite of what I want to start doing. Do you have all quantities times 2? I have no which bonus. Yeah, I have all quantities times 2. That's this one here. And I also have this, which is effectively all quantities times 2, and this which is effectively all quantities times 3, because I don't have any weights. So yes. Thank you, Magic Catcher, for redeeming Blowhigh. Apologies, I'll be back in just a moment with a plushy shark. This is one of my more popular redemptions here on this stream, which is I have to sit and cuddle the Blowhigh for half an hour, which is well worth it in my opinion. Get it a partner. No, Magic Catcher, you don't understand. I am its partner. I'm not sure I could cuddle two of them at once. Like I wouldn't be able to reach the keyboard to play the game if I was doing that. Oh, hang on. Right, yes, sorry. The dev points out something extremely important. The all quantities times 2 affects passive abilities as well. So it references the total quantity of dice in play. Therefore, when this says it needs 100, it actually only needs 50. Yeah, how many did I say I had? 36, 41, 40... Yeah, 46. So I only need 4 more, and that kicks in. I thought I was going to have to double it, but I only need 4 more. So actually that is very good, because that's quadruple all the values of everything. Thank you for pointing that out. I think part of the reason I'm doing well is because I have a dev here pointing out some of the mechanics I might have overlooked. Now what is this? Increment acceptor. This phase can be incremented. Although it is not a numeric, it can be incremented, permanently increased by 1 every time it's incremented, every time an incrementer is attached, permanently increased by 100. Okay, so it's like a number that can go beyond 99, I guess. So that's actually quite good, because everything is getting incremented all the time. What's going on, Matcha, is we're rolling dice and scoring points. We are scoring points through increasingly convoluted methods. But all we're doing is scoring points with dice. What is this? Diagonal adjacency. So this is a passive that adjacent now includes diagonally adjacent dice, which is 181 million. I'm not actually relying much on adjacencies. I still have some adjacency multipliers that I placed right back at the start of the game here. And I have this adjacency dice, which isn't doing anything. What's this? Royal Flag. If you roll a run containing 95, 96, 97, 98, 99 and at least 5 4-leaf clovers, the value of their dice will be increased by 100%. All lofty phases are increased by 100%. Yeah, I'm not going to roll a run containing that because all my dice are going to be auto-incremented to 999. So that's no good either. When a run is rolled... consecutive numeric faces, that's not going to happen. Yeah, I'm starting to get passives that don't help, but at the same time this passive really does help, so I'm going to get that one. And I need 4 more dice, so I'll definitely get these. No, I still don't want that one. I'll get this one, obviously, and then I'll get 3 more soon, hopefully. So this is... I'll put off getting this because it doesn't do anything yet. I'll get these things first. I'll get this first because I can afford it. So this is like a numeric face that can go beyond 99. So, like, well, yeah, you can still have a multiplier on it as well. So I'll put it on one that's got a times 5 on it. And if I attach an incrementer to that die face, permanently increases its value by 111. Okay. So I want to buy this incrementer now and put it on here. Because now that's worth more, and that was almost nothing cost-wise. Did you play this game before stream? No. I have not played it before. I booted the game up and made sure that it worked, and like how I started the game, and I've looked at the Steam page. I understand the concept. Like, I understood that you were going to progress through a series of upgrades, rolling dice. Like, I knew that, but I didn't know the details of any of these mechanics, and I still don't. I still don't understand a lot of the mechanics because I've been skipping over a lot of them and not really. Like, there's all sorts of adjacency stuff, and I still don't really know what these do. Like, is it just the largest rolled numeric face anywhere? But yeah, I think if you just read like this would synergize with this because this is roll 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. So if you manage to add a bunch of these, that would work. But all it will do is it will get increased to 99 straight away. attach a... Stop using commands on my bot that you can't use. Wait, hang on, actually. Doesn't matter because it only takes one roll to get there, but I didn't actually click the flag on that. Yeah, I'm not going to add that one, tempting though it is. So let's save up for this. Dice bonus, and then let's try and get 3 more dice as soon as we can. This probably isn't worth getting because I'm just not using adjacencies. That doesn't do anything. Yeah. Let's go ahead and hit the refresh. It should only be one roll to get me there. Yes. Oh, that roll was 10 million. I think that was my first 10 million roll. This is good. This creates new dice. 99 die generator. We definitely want that. 6 half incrementers. Oh, actually, yeah, we can get that straight away. We want that because when we attach an incrementer to this, it increases its value. Incrementers don't do anything anywhere else. Yeah, so this is an example of a passive that is completely useless to me. If no numeric 99s are rolled, all dice will be rerolled 2 additional times. That is not gonna happen. I have quite a lot of numeric 99s. All numeric faces that are less than 13 will be re-rolled 2 additional times. That's never going to happen. The valuable Yahtzees. 5 numeric faces with the same numbered face rolled at the same time. That is going to happen. So we want to get that one. Just turn them upside down and it won't be 99. Yeah, and this will still apply because they'll all be 66. Why didn't I think of that before? If across all dice there are no attached modifiers, increase the value of all dice by 750. Removes all attached modifiers on all dice. I don't think that's worth it. Because... Oh, actually, I don't know. It's one of those things you'd have to really think about. I don't know. I've got so many reroll modifiers and I've got these sticky modifiers to make the 100 times come up more often. That it might not be worth it, but it's tempting. Add increment dice. Yeah, I want to add dice. Let's add dice. Let's just add dice now. Add dice, add dice. As long as they don't do bad things, I don't care what they do. Do I have 50 yet? No, this is 7 by 6. This is 49, so I need 1 more. Then this. So this will add a new one in 100. Every time 100 times this face is rolled. So not every 100 rolls. It's probably going to be quicker to just get a new dice upgrade to add one. So this is the only passive I think that actually helps. So I'll get that one. This is a total roll multiplier. Face is worth 5 times the value of all other non-slow dice in the roll. Slow. Non-slow dice. These are slow, aren't they? Wait, no, these aren't slow. Yeah, these aren't slow. And they're what usually give me my points, I think. So, these are slow. Yeah, I think this is probably good. But we'll get this first. Doesn't really matter where we put it because it will just create dice somewhere. It's not going to score anything, so we'll put it out the way of our scoring stuff. Yeah, wild is still good. Every time you add a dice, never fit with everything. Well, like I've kind of been synergizing. Like I've got lots of these number of dice times 100, which fit with other things. Yeah, wild is sort of guaranteed to be good because it's the highest of anything else. So I'll add one of those. Yeah, see, I am having to roll more times now to afford the upgrades. Still that over here as well. And then yeah, this seems good. Is there like some strategy to this? Well, I'm sure there are strategies to this. I haven't necessarily mastered them, but yeah, I mean, there are obvious things you want to avoid doing. Like there are some passives that if I had bought them, they would have completely ruined my score. So obviously, don't buy them. And then there are other passives I bought that greatly increased my score. So do buy those. But in terms of long-term strategy, like in terms of which upgrades should you be looking for at the start of the game, which ones are the most powerful, I have no idea. And I'm sure there is an answer. Oh, there we go. Okay. That other dice finally generated a new one. So I'm going to stick this ×5 somewhere. But importantly, we know... it was adding them in a nice neat pattern around the centre, and now it's just stuck it over here. But the important point is we have 50 of them now, so this should kick in. It's the 100 dice bonus, but we have this, so it's actually a 50 dice bonus. I'll get this as well. So if I roll now... yeah, so that roll was 28 million. Yeah, so he did. If in the bottom left it says plus 300, 100 dice bonus, so I am getting that bonus now, which is good. Oh yeah, and that roll was 91 million. So I was able to afford this upgrade in one roll. Yeah, that was a good idea doing that. So I think this will help, because it says a Yahtzee's 5 numeric faces with the same numbered face rolled at the same time. So like this or this. I don't know how many times it applies it. Yeah. So. Oh, because that copied the highest roll was up. Yes, 12 million. 10 million. Oh yeah, that's the multi-face quantity. Yeah, so rolled 36 99s, 36 times 99 times 5 times 36. So actually, where is it? This, yeah, this face of this die is actually probably my single best scoring thing. Because of that passive I got that affected multi-numeric multipliers. And I only have one multi-numeric multiplier, and it's that one. Yeah, we decided these other upgrades were bad. Although, yeah, another reroller is never a bad thing. In fact, what's good that hasn't got a reroll on it yet? Yeah, like reroll when you hit that. Right, yeah, I definitely don't want anything else from this shop now, so let's refresh. It's always exciting when you refresh because you get new things you've never seen before. Like this, Selfish Reroller. When rolled, the die that this face is attached to will be re-rolled 5 additional times. The Selfish Reroller will always act as though it has a heavy weight attached to it. Now hang on. if no heavyweights are rolled, so does this... It will act as though it has a heavyweight attached to it, but it doesn't actually have a heavyweight attached to it. So, yeah. Is that the same thing or not? BOGO. Buy one, get one free. Whenever you purchase an item in the shop, another cheaper item will have its cost reduced to 1. This ability may be purchased more than once. For each BOGO purchased, an additional item will be made free. Okay, that sounds good in the long run. Like, over time, I'd save way more than 149 million. How many unique upgrades are there? I don't know, Matchacatcher. I keep seeing new ones every time I refresh the shop, so I'm guessing lots. It's not a real heavyweight that will work with your passives. I'm just thinking, so many games would be so much easier if the dev was just there answering your questions for you. I really appreciate this. This is amazing. The number of times I've looked at a game mechanic and thought, now hang on, how does that work? How does that interact with... Yeah. Okay, so more dice is good. More dice is good. Should I get this one? If the total quantity of dice in play is less than 6. I think it might be more than 6. I think it might be 50. So not that. That. If there exactly... Okay, if there are exactly 9 dice in play. There are not exactly 9 dice in play. The incrementation in the roll... Oh, for every incrementation in a roll. Our rolls have loads of incrementations in them. Yeah, I'm getting this next, I think. Plus 8. When rolled, this face has a 1% chance to increase the number of free shop refreshes by 7. And it's a lottery face, so it stacks with the clover leaf, I guess. Free shop refreshes would certainly be nice. I have a feeling they're going to get expensive quickly now. But I'm going to get this first. Because my rolls have lots of incrementations in them. So, can we tell what that's... If I roll again... Does it tell us... Yeah, so I've rolled once, and that's now a 901% incrementation bonus. And I just scored 1.8 billion with that roll. Okay. I either got insanely lucky, or this game just has lots of broken combos in it, which is also great. I'm leaning towards the latter because just having looked at the top score on the leaderboard. So yeah, number went Zoom because this bonus maxes out at 999%. I almost maxed it out in one roll because yeah, it's already at 901%. Yeah, that's true actually. I suppose while the dev is here, yeah, if you have more than 49 dice and more than 1 billion points, then they do actually overlap each other. I can't really complain though. Right, let's get... I mean, definitely free shop refreshes seems like a good idea. And that's a die face, so I've got to stick it somewhere. Let's stick it down here somewhere. There are dice without multipliers on them still, aren't there? I need more of those planes that put multipliers in every row and column. Then I can get them absolutely everywhere. Let's put one here. Wild is always good, because that's just going to copy the highest scoring face. Put one over here. I don't want to add 8. I'll add some more dice, why not? I'm still getting more points for having more dice. So there we go. Increment a die, that's another dice, I might as well. That doesn't do anything. This seems good, so we'll get it. Oh, okay. So the answer is there isn't a limit to these, it just starts a second column. That's fine. Imagine it, yeah, so whichever poor soul got that score, I guess it converts to scientific notation at some point, since the leaderboard is scientific notation. So it would be like blah 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 e to the whatever, rather than, it wouldn't go all the way over and cover up the roll figure. This doesn't do anything. Oh, yeah, so I didn't read this carefully. Another cheaper item will have its cost reduced to 1. So when I bought it, it reduced the cost of this to 1. So that now costs 1. I can technically buy it and apply it to that face. And yeah, the dev has confirmed that this doesn't affect my build, so I'm going to buy it. So yeah. Basically it makes the face come up more often and also re-rolls it a lot. So I'll put it on a face that I want to come up a lot. Actually this is my best face still, and this only has a normal refresh on it, so we'll put... Oh, hang on, no, that... I thought that was a modifier for some reason. That's a weight. Does that, oh yeah, and this, yeah, I was reading the bit that says this will act as though it has a heavy weight attached to it. So the re-roller itself will come up more often than the thing that you're trying to re-roll. But when it does come up, it will re-roll the dice a lot, which will probably make the thing you do want to come up. I'm trying to work out in what situation this is good. But I'm sure it is. Let's replace one of the less good quantity multipliers on here with it. Maybe. Actually, this has only got 99s. We'll replace one of the 99s on here. That seems like the best. Does Selfish Reroller mess up the no weights bonus or not? I have a word from the game dev that it doesn't, so that's why I bought it. I wouldn't have bought it otherwise. Okay, now we've got to refresh, I think, because we don't want any of those things. So yeah, so you see, although I do have 1 billion points, the refreshes are now 500 million, so... yeah, it costs 4 million to add 4 to a die. If the total quantity of dice in play is greater than or equal to 50, the value of all dice will be increased by 200%. I'll be having that. Thank you very much. I actually can't afford it, but I almost can afford it. There we go. Definitely having that one. What did it reduce the cost of? Increment acceptor. Oh, these were actually quite good. Like they're strictly better than a number face. So, yeah, I've got one here. So let's put one on another number face instead of the number. This just adds more number dice. That's still not... Oh, actually, yeah, last time I got this, I didn't have all 99s yet. Fun fact, 99 is divisible by 11. So this increases all my number faces by 100%. I mean, my number faces are contributing such a small percentage of my score at this point, but it's, yeah. I'll get it anyway. Yeah, I'll get another multiplier plane as well. This, I don't think this is... What am I relying on for my score? 10 million, 69 million, 69, because that's a wild. Yeah, I've definitely got more than 3 dice that are capable of giving me the biggest scores. So this doesn't actually work, I don't think. But the 11s thing does... Yeah. I'll get that. And that doesn't do anything. Sure, let's get 2 more dice, why not? It will quickly become 99s. Another void thingy. Oh, and another 2 times previous roll. Yeah, these are quite good. If I put them on. Actually, yeah, this is the really high scoring dice in my build, and this is only 2 times 99. So I should be putting like previous roll multipliers on this one. Okay, the plane is now costs 1, so we'll have that. Where have I got lots of numbers? This one. Go. Emma is on the rock. Well, yeah, my as you probably noticed before, Matchacatcher, my stream titles tend to be puns on the game, the name of the game, and this one is no exception. Yes, I can add 4, and it only cost me 1, so that's technically a good deal. So let's do it. Definitely don't want that. That would be bad. Don't want that. Don't want that. I think voids are good because they double the value of the dice 5/6 of the time in exchange for erasing the value the remaining 1/6. So let's put that here. When you've got this many dice, it can be hard to decide where to place things. I've found. Now we definitely want to re-roll. Oh, this is new. The one side of all current and future dice will have a heavy weight attached to it. I definitely don't want heavy weights, and also they're not going to stay ones for very long, so we don't want that. Ooh! If the total quantity of dice in play is greater than or equal to 100, the variable dice will be increased by 500%. Yes, please. I'm glad these keep coming up, because this is the main way that my build is scaling now. Like, adding dice isn't actually scaling it that fast, because if you think I'm having to like double or times 10 the score just to keep up with the shop prices, then adding dice is only a linear growth, whereas increasing the value by X% is like exponential if you keep getting the upgrades. So I'm pretty sure that's the best thing here. That we've had. So exactly 25 dice in play. Yeah, there aren't. Add a breeding die. Oh, this is good actually. Yeah. This is a die, every face of which creates more of them every 50 times it's rolled. Yeah, that's good. I want one of them. Void die and a random prime numeric. Okay, the random prime numeric will just become a 99, and then it's voids. So 5/6 of the time it will roll 0, and the remaining 1 time it will roll 99 times 2 to the 5. Yeah, okay. We'll probably get it anyway because it's a dice. Finding puns for every stream must sometimes leave you in a real pickle. That's quite a dilemma. Zibago, you know how Ophelia has a thing on her stream deck, like a badumch for when people do puns? I'd need to have one that's a groan for when people do puns, because the puns in this stream are terrible. Hang on, what's this? Oh, that's rebate code. I've had that before, and it's no good for my build. Rerolled at least 25 times. Doing a complete roll. Does anything get re-rolled 25 times? No, they get re-rolled 4 times, like naturally, plus maybe re-rolled by re-rolls, but not 4 times. Ophelia, hello. Sorry, it's a coincidence. I just mentioned your name, or maybe you were lurking. I don't know. This is probably not your sort of game. there's a lot of maths involved. Although it's quite slow, so maybe it is your sort of game. But that's true, actually. You do have crickets for the bad puns. And also hello, and thank you for collecting your flower. And let me take this opportunity to... in the unlikely event that anyone isn't already following Ophelia, please go and follow Ophelia. She is amazing, her streams are amazing. Sometimes there's even gameplay on them. Yes, Ophelia, so this is a game that was requested by Equi. It's called Roll. I think you were here when it was requested. But what I didn't realise was I was actually going to have the game dev in the stream. So if you scroll up a bit and see some comments from X-Ray Dev, that is the developer of this game. And that's been quite helpful, because there's a few times I wasn't quite sure on the game mechanics, and they clarified it for me, which is very nice. Just came in a few minutes ago, didn't manage to be on Twitch during movie night, had to make sure your give time is right, yes. Well, I hope you enjoyed movie night. And yes, it's probably your bedtime soon, which is fine. I'll be stopping before too much longer. So I'm glad you could come in. And yeah, I'm apparently doing quite well at this game, the dev says, for a first time player. Although some of that might be down to luck, I'm starting to think. But yes, this is just much better than anything else here, so I'm just going to go ahead and get that. Okay. And then I might get one of these just to... I don't think anything's been re-rolled 25 times, but if it ever is, then it's definitely worth having, because it's the total of all other dice rolls. We'll stick it on a dice we don't care about, like this one. What did I get for that previous? Ah, yeah, that was 8 billion. That last roll. 6 million from that. 6 million from that. Oh, hang on. Yeah, how did this? Oh, of course, I'm forgetting how the wilds work. The wild copies your best score, but then it can have more bonuses applied to it. So I should be getting wilds at every opportunity, and I think I have been. This high of a score is crazy good for your first run. Thank you. I'm glad that I found something I'm good at. It's after every week I have a Scrabble stream, and I usually lose most, if not all, of the games, because a lot of the people who come in and challenge me are very good at the game. In fact, I've even played both current and former national champions at Scrabble on stream. Ophelia says, yes, it is my bedtime, and yes, I was here when the game was requested, and very cool that it was here, and thank you for the kind words and the shout out, and know you. Thank you. Are you liking the game? Would you recommend it? I mean, we were sort of discussing this earlier. It's quite a niche game. I would recommend it to anyone who likes this sort of thing. It's one of these. It's like this sort of incremental games where you start off just rolling a normal 6-sided die and scoring between 1 and 6 points, and then as the game goes on, you get more and more upgrades, get more and more dice. You get bigger and bigger numbers, so it appeals to the sort of person who wants to watch big numbers go up and try and work out what the best strategy is to make the number go up even faster. But it's not, because there's games like Cookie Clicker where there's not much strategy to it. It's just, you have to wait till you've earned enough to buy the upgrade, and then the upgrade makes it go faster. This, you do actually come up with a build and try to plan your upgrades around that, I think. My plan was get this type of dice here, and also this one, and then just get as many dice as possible, because this scores more based on how many dice you have. Ophelia says, you like numbers but not all of them. Well, 6,277 is definitely a number that you like. But yeah, I mean, this... I am a massive nerd, as people have realised, and I like games like this, so I'm glad Equi recommended it. But there are a lot of games in this sort of genre that I would only play off stream, because I think they're just a bit too nerdy for general viewing, I guess. Like there's a game called Temetsi, which is a bit like Minesweeper on steroids. It's like different rules and different shaped playing areas and stuff, and that sort of Minesweeper variants, they are another thing that you sort of need to use logic to work through, and I like those. But the harder levels of that game are literally, I'm sitting staring at the screen for 5 minutes trying to figure out what to do next. And I feel like that makes for bad viewing. It would be okay if it was like a chatting stream and I could chat while figuring out what to do, but I would actually have to sit and think and concentrate for 5 minutes. So it just wouldn't be good stream content. But I do enjoy it offline. I think this is reasonable stream content, because people can watch the number go up with me. Although there is a problem now, which is that the number is overlapping the dice. But you never know, the dev is here, so maybe the dev will see this and think, oh, I should change that. I don't know. I believe at some point, if you get the number big enough, it changes into exponential notation, and then it wouldn't be an issue anymore. Oh, my free reroll finally popped off. That's nice. I was worrying about how expensive those were. I don't want this, even though it only costs 1. I definitely want this, because it will give me more dice. I think the void die might be quite good as well. So get that next. Actually, we can afford this. Let's get this roll multiplier. So I want this on this dice, I think. Next one the same. Yeah, so if I hit this followed by this, that will be a ridiculous amount of points. Whereas this is only 298 points, if I'm understanding it correctly, plus bonuses. So let's do that. I don't want the heavyweight, even if it's only 1. 3 times reroller for 1, I'll obviously take. Let's 3 times reroll one of my... Choose that. Yeah, that's only a single reroll. Let's turn that into a 3 times reroll. The exponential notation starts at E15. Okay, we're not quite there. Oh, Ophelia says, would the dev consider adding dark mode? It already exists, actually kind of hard to get a dark mode from non-compatible mode. Oh, is it in the options? Sorry, I didn't really look at the options too hard when I started. Dice, click on increment, reduce the extended. Oh, is it this moon thing? Ah, okay. Okay. Yes, I figured it out. Dark mode. Apologies if we were blinding you, Ophelia, with the light mode. Just one small piece of feedback on the dark mode, since the dev is here. Maybe invert the text and make that be white, or maybe don't do this effect where it gets even darker towards the edge of the screen, because it's quite hard to read the numbers at the edge of the screen now, because it's like black on dark grey. But yeah, definitely kudos for adding a dark mode, definitely. Obviously, the screen is still mostly light when all these dice are here. But yeah, it can be quite hard to read the first few digits of this number, I think, now. Not for me, but for viewers. I mean, I can read them fine. And also this text might not be too readable, especially if someone's watching on mobile and they've got a small screen. This might be hard to read. So yeah, I'll get this void die next. As well have another one. Yeah, and also I might actually have to go back to light mode if I want to read this text carefully, because that's very difficult to read now. But yeah, so I got 217 million for that. Yeah, the wilds are doing a good job here. I want more of those. That just isn't worth it. That does nothing. Don't think we want to remove any modifiers. So let's go ahead and refresh. Ooh, what's this? Loyalty card. Every 1,500 times this face is rolled, it will permanently reduce the cost of all shop items by 20%. Every 50 times this is rolled, it increases the number of free shop refreshes by 1. Okay. A lot of things to make the shop cheaper. Oh, this is, hang on, this is the thing, the good thing. Multi-numeric multiplier. Ophelia says, hurts your eyes even with blue light filter activated, but your eyes are sensitive in general, it's late and you're already getting a headache. You can try and get some sleep before your dentist appointment tomorrow. Yes, I'm sorry you couldn't stream today, Ophelia. You've had a headache all day. I appreciate that. I mean, one thing I would advise, I have fairly sensitive eyes. Just try to avoid being in a dark room with the lights off, either watching Twitch on a PC or in bed with a phone on with the lights off. What I do is I have a backlight behind my monitor. Even when I'm not streaming. I mean, I've got obviously a backlight at the moment. Yeah, I know you didn't ask for it. This is just sort of general to anyone in the stream. Because I have the same problem. The backlight really helps, especially if I have to look at something bright for work reasons or whatever, because you've got the brightness of the wall behind me is matching the brightness of the screen. Now what is this? Cloverfield. Four-leaf clovers are considered to be viral faces and a chance for roll to place any other adjacent type face with a four-leaf clover. Would be interesting. Because hang on, no, I want to go to this screen. Yeah, because I wouldn't want it to replace the 777. I suppose, yeah, once it had spread to this dice, and then it could spread back and replace the 777, which wouldn't be great. What's this? Smeared glue. Glue and super glue are now bottom right modifiers. Any existing glue or super glue will replace any existing bottom right modifiers. Where is my glue at the moment? I don't think I have any bottom right modifiers. I'm guessing the point of that is you can have like a refresh and a glue on the same dice, which does sound like it might be a good thing. Yeah, and I don't think I have any bottom right modifiers at the moment anyway. I don't have any bottom right modifiers, there's no downside to it, and it lets me put more modifiers on those faces. So that might be worth it. Failed lottery. When the lottery face is not successful in its initial roll, will be rolled. Okay, I do have some lottery faces. I don't have less than 6 dice. Duplicate dice. Okay, this is good. Yeah, let's get this and put it on here with the other one. And then let's duplicate a dice. And duplicate that one. That seems like a good time. This. Yeah, I mean, it's not always good. It depends what was rolled last. Yeah, that was 93 million. It was only 60. Yeah, so that was the highest scoring dice that roll. That was 1.3 billion. Yeah, I think that's the play. Hello, the RE77. Glad that you could join us. I will be heading off relatively soon. 3 hours is about my target time for these Sunday streams because I do have work tomorrow. So we're obviously not going to be finishing this game. We started at 2,500 rolls, so we're almost exactly halfway through the rolls. So that would be a natural point to cut things off. How many did I get then? 16 billion. Nice. And that was, yeah, that was through that one and that one. Be hard to see what's what because of they're getting re-rolled to 99s, but that's, yeah, that's the everything times 5 dice. So it's probably still better to copy this one than to copy the everything times 5. Duplicate of existing dice. Thank you. New dice is always good. Let's get the smeared glue now. It only costs 1. That should be fine. So that's now, yeah, that's now moved the glue over to the right. So I can put refreshes on the glue dice if I want to. 1 point to add 6. Technically worth it. Put it on the 77. I think the loyalty card. I don't know if the loyalty card. I mean, it's probably worth it before the end of the game, in the long run. So we'll just stick it over here somewhere. It keeps discounting these rubbish purchases for me. I suppose that's inevitable because they're the ones I'm not buying. I might get failed lottery reroll. Oh, actually, yeah, the refreshes are getting expensive. Let's get this as well. And let's get this. Lottery reroll. And then I think that's everything we want from this shop. I don't think this is a good idea. I think it might backfire. So I'm going to continue. Oh, hang on. It just jumped to 80 billion. Yeah, I just scored 77 billion with that roll. Okay, yeah, because I got 7 billion from that, and then I got previous roll times 2 from that, and then I got a wild, which was 1 billion. Yeah. Yeah, this dice here was 64 billion. Because I got the times 10 twice, and then it re-rolled again into the number of dice times 100. So there's only a 1 in 36-ish chance of that happening, but it happened, so that was nice. Okay, and now I can afford to refresh the shop. Yeah, I want the times 5 on everything, not the times 5 on the face, but that seems to be quite rare. That's another loyalty card. Wilds are definitely the best thing here, so I'm going to buy one of them. Let's put one over here. Add another dice is usually good. Not a Shredderator dice, but a normal dice. Every new created item, that's not the half increment. I mean, I do get bonuses from incrementing. Question is, does that overwrite other things that might otherwise be attached to all 6 of its faces? Like, this would have had half increments instead, so that might actually be bad. Hard to tell. Times 5 multiplied for 1 point is obviously good. These only affect numeric faces, unfortunately, so I can't just put it on the wild, because that would obviously be the best play. It can only go on the 99. Thank you, T-Bagger Magic Catcher. When a run is rolled, dice in the run will be re-rolled 2 additional times. Sure, let's have that. This is also good. Yeah, because my build has a lot of re-rolls in it. So this and then this. Taking us a little longer to get upgrades now. Some of these are quite luck based, like I can get hundreds of billions, but only very occasionally. So that's that. These all re-rolled dice will be increased by 100%. I think every dice is a re-rolled dice in this build. Okay, yeah, 13 billion. That's that. Yeah, so I hit that one for 6 billion. That copied it, and then that was also 6 billion. Yeah. So this and this are definitely the best ones. Viral die quantity multipliers. Die quantity multipliers have a chance to be rolled to place any other adjacent trading die physical itself. I think I do want this. There's a small risk that one of these will replace a multiplier. Like if this replaced this, that would actually be a net loss, I think. But if we get enough of these spreading, really, unless they replace these, which they, I positioned them quite a long way away from them, so maybe they won't get there. Yeah, I think we'll try this upgrade just because it's fun. So let's flag that. Don't add a shredder die. Might as well get the loyalty card for 1 point and put it down here somewhere. I never really got the I never really grasped what to do with the chains. Like if I'd taken another one, it might be good by now. Like chain start, chain. So I'd have to buy a chain start, then a chain end. Chain start, yeah, I basically force it to re-roll into a certain dice, which might be good. I think this is worth getting. Let's see. Since this is only 1 now, I'll get 1, and then if I find an end, I'll try and experiment with it. The standard die in the next sequential phase is 1 larger than the current one. We have the next sequential phase of 5 over 6. Oh, I think this only affects numeric dice, so yeah, probably won't do anything. We'll experiment with it anyway. Basically, you could use the chain to consistently get following rolls, scoring phase, previous roll, or some other combo of ordered faces. Ah, okay. Okay. So I would, I put it on following roll, and then if I got a chain end, I'd put it on a scoring face. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So let's put this on a following roll, and then see if we get another chain. Thanks for clarifying. I yeah, I'm trying to understand these things. I think I'll do a refresh now. Face swap. Choose any two die faces their positions will be swapped. Does not change positions with attached modifiers. That could be useful. That's another chain start. I need a chain end. Oh, whenever a new dice created, create more dice. That's definitely something I want. That only works if it's a square. Oh, the artsy thing is good, I think. Yeah, that is good. Add die discount. All dice and die generators are 20% cheaper. For each new die grade, you reduce the current shop price by 1%. Yeah, I might get that and then this, because that reduces them by 10%. This exclusive multiplier. And exactly one exclusive multiplier lands face up. It will have the value of all slow faces plus 200% for each exclusive multiplier and did not face up. However, if more than one exclusive multiplier lands face up, they'll be worth nothing. Okay. So if I just buy one of them, then there can never be more than one. So I can do that. So probably get this first before I make new more dice. Get this and then that. And then that will actually make 20 dice, and that will reduce the shop prices by 20%. Okay. That sounds like a plan. This one first. I get this one first. So this is my first upgrade that costs over 1 trillion points. Currently have 113 billion. Consuming some rolls here, but that's, you know, it's inevitable that starts to happen at some point. Okay, that was about 50 rolls to get that. It's 4 billion to buy a number 46. It's crazy how much these prices increase. Yeah, we'll get that. We'll also get that and that and that. I just can't think of two faces that I particularly want to swap. Like the highest scoring faces are these ones, and the ones I copied them from. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back. Let's get the loyalty card because it's 1 point. Let's get this next or this next. I'll get this next. I'm getting a lot of passives. Got all these now. John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. Even more faces have been created. Yeah, we're definitely having to. It's taking about 50 rolls rather than like 2 or 3 rolls to afford upgrades now, so that makes sense. Wondering whether. Which one needs to get first? I think I'll still get that one first. How does the game decide which dice contribute to a group effect and which don't? Yeah, I haven't tried to figure that out too much yet. Additional times. Do that. Yeah, the BRB command changes my stream overlay to the Be Right Back stream overlay. That's why. it's if you just want to say BRB, just say BRB without putting the exclamation point in front of it. Yeah, it's definitely taking, like, I've gone down from 1300 to 1100 rolls quite quickly now. So we're definitely at the point of diminishing returns in terms of upgrades, I think. But I don't think it's worth hoarding the points at this stage. I think you need to be much nearer the end before you start doing that, I think. I get the feeling. Because I think there's still going to be... Like, if I get another passive that doubles the score per roll, then I should only be rolling for half as long. If that makes sense. But yeah, we're down below 1100 now. The one's closest to the centre lowest die number. Oh, to do the grouping thingy. Yeah, okay. Discount, and then I want that one. Where are my dice looking? Because hang on. Okay. Yeah, this was probably a miscalculation on my part. I thought that this die quantity multiplier spreading would be a good thing, but it's actually not, because it's spread over the multi. I can't remember what it's called. It's spread over the numeric multiplier faces, so I'm actually not getting as much as I was doing now, which is unfortunate. And I can't. That's a passive, so I can't turn it off. But oh well. I'm still getting quite a lot of points. I'm just not getting as many points as I could be. Yeah, the virus has covered the whole thing in these, and you know that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm still scoring 18 billion per roll, but I'm not scoring like 100 billion per roll, which I think I would be if I still had the multi-numeric multipliers. So yeah, that's a little unfortunate, but never mind. I have learnt my lesson to be more careful with the viruses in future. But yeah, I'm still scoring a lot. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why it's taken me so many rolls to get upgrades now. So on balance, I think it would have been better not to get those. But yeah, I mean, it's still a very high scoring build. So this adds 10 dice now, except it... oh, it doesn't add 20. Okay, I misunderstood this one. Whenever a new die or dice are created, create an additional standard die. So I was expecting that to add 20, but it only added 10. So I guess it means whenever a roll creates a new die, then create another one. Yeah, virus dangerous. I have found that out. I mean, I suppose everyone's going to find that out at some point. So yeah, that didn't create any new dice. Oh well. So actually just buying faces won't do much because I can't get rid of this virus. But fair enough. I don't want a new right face. I don't want that. reduce the number of rolls required to gain free shop refreshes. That might be quite useful. Oh, it created 11, so one. Sorry, I misunderstood that then. Okay, right. Whenever a new die or dice are created. Okay, so it created one new one for the 10. Fair enough. Available triples. We increase by 200%. Yeah, these bonuses only apply to numeric faces, so they don't actually apply to my dice now. They used to, but now that I've these don't count as triples. If I roll 3 of these, that doesn't count as a triple because it's not a numeric face. Random prime die, reroll die. Stickier glue. The effects of glue and super glue. That's for twice as many rerolls. Interesting. Previous roll multiplier. Voids. Yeah, so I sort of because this is the really good thing. So I could add another one of these, which would be nice, but then the virus will take it away again at some point. But fair enough. Let's re-roll until I can afford that. And put it somewhere. I can't really put it somewhere where it won't be overwritten. I can put it like here so it takes longer to be overwritten. It's not going to score much because it's relying on numeric faces and I don't have many numeric faces now. But yeah, basically it was a mistake to make the if this survives 400 rolls, then that might help. No, because it cannot be modified. Although, yeah, I mean, thinking about it, that just means for 400 rolls I don't get any points. Oh well. Yeah, well, as I say, it's my first time playing the game, so you have to learn these things somehow. Previous roll multiplier is good, but I mean, one thing I could do is just send it now, like just roll the rest of the 1,000 rolls, because I don't think there's much that is going to multiply my score out to the point that it would be worth it, because these things will just get overwritten. Actually, let me put this here, and then it's harder for the virus to spread to the multiplier. Not that this doesn't score very well anyway because of the 99s, but I don't know if this is still worth getting. Probably not. Yeah, I might even let me just re-roll this now. There might be a passive that like helps with things. Yeah, I don't have lottery faces anymore. Don't want to shred things. I didn't know this existed. I could have got shredders before then, if I'd had this. All shredders apply their effects as usual without deleting any dice. No glue or super glue, valuable dice. Yeah, I do unfortunately have glue and super glue. Numeric multiplier die. The maximum numeric die. Multi-card. Locksmith. When rolled, this face has a 2% chance to randomly lock one adjacent die. When a locked die becomes unlocked, if it's adjacent to a locksmith, it will create 2 copies of itself instead of 1. Interesting. That might actually be helpful. I don't know. 2.5 billion to add 1 to a die face. It's yeah, that's definitely a score. Yeah, I think I might just roll out the rest of the rolls and say that's my first playthrough, and then go into the next one with a bit more knowledge about what I'm doing. Ren asks, can you have 2 competing viruses? I suspect you can. Well, you can, because normally virus is like a modifier on a dice, but I have a passive that makes all of these into viruses. I don't know if there's another passive that makes another type of face into a virus. But unless you had like 50% of each virus, eventually the one that there's more of would overwhelm the other one anyway. So, yeah, not really, I guess. I want to see how fast the ultra roll speed is as well. I'll still take a refresh if there's wants to see what else the game has to offer. Oh yeah, that's much faster. So do I actually want any of these things? I don't want that, I don't want that, because there's always... I suppose I could get that and then hope that I manage to remove my modifiers. Dice always good. Oh, it stops because this was free. Yeah, I'll take it free. I want to look through the shop and look at different things that are available. A virus, that's really helpful. 6 re-incrementers. Oh, upon purchase. Yeah, okay, maybe I should have bought that other passive. Because I'm pretty sure now removing all the modifiers is a net benefit, whereas it wasn't before. So we'll save up for that. And then we can get a reroll and everything by buying that one as well, because there will be no glue, because all the modifiers will be removed. Duplicating a dice would have been good as well, but now I can just duplicate. All my dice are pretty much the same. I can just duplicate one of them. Next, lottery face on the same die. Oh, that would have been good if I had the lottery still as well. Yeah, okay. So there's a lot of passives out there that do things I haven't even come across yet that would potentially be good. Okay, yeah, we're down below 1,000 rolls now, so I'll start thinking about when to just stop buying things. But I think this is going to be a benefit. How much do I get now? Yeah, like I think this is a pretty consistent 88 billion per... Yeah, 90 billion, 89 billion. Yeah, this is a pretty consistent 80 billion per roll. Which is much more than I had before. And I can get another roll by having this upgrade. It's probably also worth it. Might as well add a dice for 1 point. Passive. And to roll multiply, it will get overwritten, but I'll add it anyway because it costs 1 point. I'm basically looking for passives that will help at this point. Synergize. So I'll take a free reroll. All in, when all lottery faces in the complete roll of failure, lose all banked points. Oh wow. That's scary. Value of all lottery faces will be multiplied by 17. Unique numeric, but imagine if you got that on your last roll, it happened. For each unique numeric that is rolled, increasing value of all numeric faces, yeah, that's no good. If no generators or lottery generators are re-rolled, all dice are rolled. Oops, didn't mean to roll. I don't think I have any... go to the thing, stop rolling. These aren't generators, so I don't think I don't have any... I have... Yeah, I don't have any generators. So that's just 2 free rerolls. Featured unique numeric, yeah, no good. Less than 30 dice, lottery face, wild will just get overwritten. Plus, if all the dice score the same, wild doesn't really do anything anyway. Super glue I don't want because I have a passive now. Die with completely random faces. This purchase cannot be undone. Okay, I'm probably going to do that just for the fun of it. But I'll get this no generators reroll first. Of course, this will probably add a generator, but it won't matter because the virus will spread to it anyway. Oh wow, these upgrades are getting expensive. Yeah, I'm down below 800 rolls, so I'll probably pretty soon stop getting new upgrades. But that is 2 rerolls every time, so that's probably worth it. That's now only costs 1. So that's another dice. Well, no, another 2 dice. Oh, actually, that's got... no, that's got modifiers on, so that's going to be a net negative, I think. For the same reason, I won't risk that because the random faces will include modifiers. This is such a funny looking build now. It's just these repeatedly, but it scores 214 billion per roll, so you know, can't be that bad. Debago says stretch. Yes, I will actually be ending and going to bed soon. When we were only halfway through the rolls after 4 hours, I did think maybe I should leave it at halfway and come back on the next stream. But now that we've got this build, there's not much that can affect it. We might as well just do the last rolls and get to the end. Oh. But I will do another stretch per your request. Yes, nearly 3 hours since the last one. Snaking multiplier. The snaking multiplier snakes between dice and eats all numeric dice faces. Yeah, there aren't any of those left, unfortunately. If at any point during the game viral faces constitute more than 50% of all faces rolled, increase the value of all non-viral faces by 5% for the rest of the game. Unfortunately, I don't think these count as viral faces because they haven't got the symbol on them, and even if they did, it only increases the non-viral faces by 500, which I don't have any of. Every die has its value increased by 1 additive effect. Additionally, each die is increased by 1% for every time it's been incremented during the complete roll. I think my incrementer passive is still running, but does that work with that? Because I'm getting the plus 999 incrementation bonus. Does that mean it was incremented? Yeah, every face is being incremented 3 times because of this passive. Now they're not being incremented because they're not numeric, but maybe this counts. Yeah. I don't think it will make much difference anyway. What point do I stop saving up for things? Let me see how long it takes to save up for this passive, and then I'll make a decision based on that whether to actually buy the passive or not. Okay, so down to that was about 30 rolls. Not too bad. that. And I'll see if I can figure out what it's doing. Okay, so plus 18%, but then if I roll again, is that still plus 18? Okay. Plus 108. So it's every time it's incremented during the current roll. So the first time I roll it, it's an 18% increase. But every roll gets 4 rerolls, and the final reroll, it's a 108% increase. So it's not quite doubling, it's like 50% extra, so that's not too bad. That was probably worth doing. I don't think anything else here is worth doing, other than re-rolling maybe. In case, if I re-roll and get another, oh yeah, especially if re-roll. If I re-roll and get another doubling passive, that's definitely worth it. Square quantity. Centimotor die. One of my die increased by 200% is not very significant. I'm also never going to have a square number at this point. Passive ability, receive a free shop refresh. Passive ability is about the only thing I'm going to buy at this point, so that might be good. This would have been insane like an hour ago. See how long it takes to get that and then make the decision. Actually, I do have a mechanism that gives me free refreshes anyway. How long does it take to get one? It's going to be 100 rolls. Is it every 100 rolls? Yeah, every 100 rolls, but it's more, yeah, it's going to be like, yeah, it would be 300 rolls to get that. And then I'd have to buy another passive ability to get the refresh. That's just not going to be worth it. So I think I'll only buy something now if it doubles my score or something like that. Which these don't. Yeah, I'm just going to roll till the end now, I think. And obviously it's not 10 to the 59, but this is a decent score. And I think that was a one-off fluke. Like even the other leaderboard scores are nowhere near that guy's score. So I think this is pretty good for my first time, even though I messed up on one of the mechanics, that being the virus thing. Refresh. Okay. There's clearly a way to get even more dice that I've missed then, because, yeah, if the total quantity of dice in play is greater than or equal to 1,000, the value of all dice will be increased by 1,000%. That would be nice. I have the thing that makes it be, so I'd only need 500 dice, but I don't have 500. This is 9 by 10, so that's 95. Yeah, I have 101. So I would need 4 times. I need 5 times as many dice. I did that again 4 times over. If no dice are re-rolled, okay, every dice is being re-rolled at least 6 times now. So that doesn't work. Left some would be nice if I still had stuff that wasn't viruses. Yeah, so this is anything that would be worth getting if I had enough dice, but I don't have enough dice. It's not worth paying for more dice, so I'll go until my next free refresh at the shop and see what it gives me. Removes all shop weights everywhere. Oops, let me close that so I can read it. All future shop weights will be more effective, can be purchased more than once, and the shop weight is items increased chance to appear. Yeah, I can see that would be nice. Snake eyes, no, less than 6 dice. Multiplies the value of all dice by 50 divided by the total quantity of dice in play. Rounds down to the nearest whole number, minimum 1. So this would multiply the value of my dice by 1. Not particularly useful. Yeah, this is just going to be going till the end now, I think. But yeah, this is look at this setup that I've ended up with. It's quite amusing. It's just 101 dice, each of which is a 101 dice, each of which is a 100 times the number of dice multiplier. Which on its own is only 10,100 points. But it's 10,100 points per dice with an insane number of passive bonuses stacked on top. So that it's actually 3 billion per dice, or 378 billion per roll. With everyone getting exactly the same. Players, primary roll. Every dice in a run be multiplied by highest number in the run. I don't have any numbers. For every 4-leaf clover, increase the value of all lottery faces by 7%, up to a 777% bonus. 7-leaf clover. That would be interesting. I'm going to keep refreshing the shop just to see what passives exist in the game. There's some fun ones. Free refresh. Yeah. I think we're getting the same passives around again, so I think we've got most of them. We've seen most of them now. Seen these before. So our final score is going to be about 250 trillion, which is not bad, I think, for a first attempt. Multipliers, multiply value of dice attached to an additional time. That would be very good if we still had any. Numeric multipliers from value of the largest roll die quantity multiplier face to the large roll numeric face. That would also be interesting. Even faces increased by 50%, less than the dice. Yeah, okay. I've seen these before. Yeah, so I think I've probably seen most of the available upgrades by now, but certainly haven't used all of them and got a feel for how they work. So the next time the shop refreshes is when we run out of rolls. So I won't bother. We'll roll to the end. And our final score... Aha! Who was it who said they would like there to be a histogram? Because there is a histogram, and just as I predicted, they've had to do a log scale because otherwise, yeah. Yes, so here is the histogram. So you can see the point at which this is when it really started taking off. But this is the point at which I accidentally replaced all of my dice with the same thing with the virus. So this was halfway through. We were going so well, and we might have continued up this way if I hadn't accidentally done that. That caused it to level off, and then I was just rolling. And this was me applying some passive upgrades as well, and then rolling to the end. But yeah, final score 267,395,594,739,076, which is quite a lot. Probably the most points I've scored in any game I've played, except I did play Cookie Clicker once a long time ago. I might have scored more than that, but yes, big number has been achieved. That is bigger than my previous highest score. Good to know. Display name Emma. Submit. Okay, I'm in 960th place. Again, I'm quite happy with that for my first ever playthrough. And yeah, so when I said this, so bear in mind, this top score is a complete fluke. This is 4 times 10 to the 59. Second place is only 5 times 10 to the 48. And that doesn't mean that this is like 20% bigger than that. This first place score is 10 billion times greater than this second place score. So they really did get some fluke with that run. But yeah, there's like exponentials in the 30s is possible. So for those not familiar with exponential notation, the number after the e is how many digits the number has. So these are 25, 26, 27, 28 digit numbers that people have achieved. So mine was e to the 14, because 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, so mine was e to the 14. So not quite what these people managed, but that's... Again, I don't know how many people have played this game, but I think top 1,000 for my first playthrough is pretty good. And yeah, I'm going to leave the stream there. I usually go for 3 hours and we're coming up to 4 hours, so I think that's enough. But I will probably come back to this game. I'll certainly play it again myself off stream. But I might come back to it again on stream to try the quick mode and the weekly challenge. Because I want to see what they're about. Here is Liari, and anyone else who is interested in it. It's not that expensive, actually. I think it was like £4 on Steam. There's the Steam link if anybody's interested. And yeah, I'm probably going to end the stream there. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to everybody who redeemed their daily flowers. Thank you to Marzipioni for following. Very nice to have you here. Thank you to Equi for the game suggestion. Thank you to the developer of the game himself, X-Ray Dev, for showing up to the stream. I will look for somebody to raid now. If anyone has a suggestion for a raid, do let me know. Tea with Jade is live. I did raid Tea with Jade yesterday though, so we might do somebody else today. Luke is live doing Dorfomantic, which is one of my favourite games of all time, which I've streamed myself many times. So yeah, let's go over to Luke Ainsworth's stream. Missed the end, lost cell service. Yeah, I got 960th place with 260 trillion points. But yeah, doing the thing that made the virus happen basically killed my... like, the histogram was going up like that, and then it, like... So it could have been more, I think, but yeah. I'm happy with top 1,000 for my first run, I think. We are going to raid Ainsworth. Thank you, X-Ray, for coming in. Feel free to follow if you'd like to see more of my content, as I probably will be playing this again. And we will now head over to Luke. If you would like to spam a message when you raid in, please use this one. And if you're not subscribed, just type Gertzy Raid and some emotes of your choosing. And yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I'll be back to on Friday. Yeah, it will be continuing the difficult puzzles of a Monsters Expedition, and possibly some Dwarf if the puzzles prove too difficult and I give up. Saturday will be my usual Scrabble, and then Sunday next week, maybe try the weekly mode of this. And if not, then another new casual puzzle game of some sort. So thank you once again, and bye for now.